How's everybody doing today? Good morning. It's Thursday, October the 6th. And I would like to get into this, talk about the New York City Comic Con. We'll talk about Daredevil's drop today. We'll talk about the comic tomorrow. We'll talk about all sorts of stuff. But I want to show you my stack right now, and I'm pretty proud of this. And I don't mind showing you this because this is what I've been working on over the last, about a week and a half or so. I've been going all in, you guys, just me personally. I haven't made any videos telling anybody else to do this kind of thing. I've just been sharing some of my other thoughts, but this is what I've been doing for like the past week and a half. And, further than that, like I didn't just buy all these in the last week, but I'm up to 15 copies of Amazing Fantasy. So what I want to do is I want to find out from you what you're stacking today. I want you to tell me what your big stack is or what your focus is. Like, it doesn't have to be hundreds and hundreds of comics or hundreds of collectibles. It could just be like, 4 or 5 is something that's maybe more valuable or something that you're actually just starting on. So I really want you to share that with me today because I want to find out what other people are doing, because I think I might be almost done with this stack for now. They're pretty pricey. They're hard to get to, right? And stack up. So I've had to, transition some of my other stuff into these, but this is what I'm doing long-term, making my move now, right? So I want to know what you guys have to say as well. So let me, show me in the chat, tell me what you're going after, and, explain why too, because that would be really great to know, because, we all have our focuses, and whatever you're focused on is totally great too, right? So also today we're going to do, I'm going to debut some of our comic book rewards that we're going to do on Saturday. I'll show you which ones are going to go out on Saturday for that. Also, we got today the pending gem awards. This is the Vivi gems rewards that go with my drop heads. That goes out today. We're going to have 3 winners of that, and that's going to happen here today. And then we also have our OMI crypto rewards for our drop heads today. Those are going to happen a little bit later as well. So we'll reward those as well, right? Now we're going to get over to what's going on with Vivi right here. This is not for Vivi, sorry, but we're going to go to the New York Comic Con. We're going to check out what's going on in the New York City Comic Con. And, we have our drops that we got from, that we're getting from Vivi, right? But there's all sorts of other stuff that's happening at New York City Comic Con, which I think is notable and for you to pay attention to. Some of the comic books that I'm going to give away for the drop heads on Saturday have a lot to do with what's going on in the in the Marvel world. So it's cool to check in on New York City Comic Con. We'll go through some of the tweets and stuff like that and see what's happening there. There also have on Marvel's Marvel Entertainment's YouTube page, their live stream, which is actually going to be starting in a little while. And this is like a full day live stream that they're going to have. So if, once you're done hanging out here with me and we're going to be chatting and stuff and having a great time, if you want to switch over, you just go over to the Marvel Entertainment YouTube page, and then you can just watch their live stream as they cover the entire event all day long, which is what I'm going to be doing while I'm going to be working later. I'll be at my desk doing my work and stuff and hanging out and working on my projects and things. And, I'll probably be watching this, or I might have a Twitter space open. We'll see what happens, but I'll probably be watching most of this of what goes on day 1, which is, today, right? Which is going to be fun. And we'll see what other stuff they do. And if you want to get a heads up of what's actually going on, you can actually go to Marvel's website themselves for the New York City Comic Con. And you can see right here, they have the live events they have this whole article posted about what's going to be happening at the New York City Comic Con at Marvel specifically. And what I'm looking for in this article is Vivi materials as well, right? But this is what Marvel's going to be doing. And I think Marvel's, the big attraction at the New York City Comic Con. I know there's like tons of other fandoms. They're all in there together and everything, right? But this is kind of the big attraction. Look at what Vivi's dropping this week. It's all Marvel stuff because they're at the booth. So I want to see some pictures of the Vivi booth and everything like that. And you can go to the Marvel thing. You can actually check out what's going on right here. It's got all their information. Just marvel.com up here. And then, you can see right here, they got like all the giveaways they're going to do. So if you're actually at New York City Comic Con, I'm sure you're not tuning into a live stream because you're probably walking around. But for the rest of us, we can check it out. Here's their schedule, what's going on, the entertainment. at the booth. So this is what's going to be happening at the booth. So it's really interesting to see right here. You can see that there's a Marvel giveaway hour at 7 p.m. right there. You can see there's all sorts of stuff here. The Marvel mystery game. There's a couple of interesting characters with the Marvel mystery game. That's cool. And this is going to be at the booth right here. And then you can see on Friday, there's a Miles Morales signing and all that kind of stuff. And then if you get down to Saturday right here, we got all this kind of stuff going on. So you can see this full schedule right there. I'm just giving you guys some information if you guys want to look at it. And then there's a signing schedule for the people who are at the booth. But this is the entertainment panels that are going to happen. Captain America, Marvel Comics, Marvel Fanfare Comics. So they're going to be talking about all sorts of Marvel comics, books from the future and the past and all that kind of stuff. And then on Saturday, they're going to have like Marvel Voices and the next big thing. So this is really, really good info if you guys want to get ahead and look ahead about what's happening in the Marvel universe. It's actually really great. And then on Sunday, they have the Women of Marvel. So they're going to be talking all about that. And it's going to be really cool. And you can see some of the other stuff they're going to be doing right here. Some of the exclusive comics that are going to be going out. You can see this Carnage comic, and there's the what do you call what's her face there, Gwen Stacy's ghost spider or whatever her name is right there she is right there. And you can see there's some other characters going on right here, which is kind of fun, right? We got Miss Marvel up here, and there's Shang-Chi down there and stuff like that, and there's Miles Morales. So you can see if you get a sense of what's happening at the Comic-Con, it actually gives you like a really good sense of what could be coming to Vivi. But more importantly, when you start looking at what you're buying in Vivi, if you're still buying, right? It's good to know, like, these are all things that are coming, with the movies and stuff. So it's really good to tune in to this live stream. The beginning of the live stream is not going to be anything special, but it's going to be like over time, throughout the day, they'll have updates, right? So in the Vivi space, right? We'll just go here to the store. And you can see that we have this, this comic Mary Jane. That's going to be coming tomorrow. So I'll be going for that comic for sure. And I probably will go for the Scepter right here, which is going to be on the next day, right? Which is going to be on Saturday when I'll have my next live stream after today. And, that's pretty cool. But we got Daredevil sitting right here. And, as far as I know, it doesn't look like he's sold out, right? And there's like hardly any purchased, you guys. So again, we have another New York City Comic-Con, drop that is not doing well at all in the store. We had the Bond posters, which is, that was actually like a James Bond 60th anniversary thing. But the New York City Comic-Con stuff with the poster, the original poster from the first day, and now this, and you got 3 or 4 drops in a row, which are really, really underperforming, specifically the TIE Fighter. So I want to get your feedback about why that is, why people aren't buying these. It's not necessarily that all of these drops suck. You know what I mean? Like, they're actually pretty good. This Daredevil, he looks not too shabby. He's all right. I mean, I'll look at him in 3D really quick if it pops up. He's not too shabby. He's not unbelievably great either, though, but he looks pretty cool. I don't know if you guys have seen the latest She-Hulk episode. I'm not going to spoil it for anybody, but let's just say that, it's not the same suit as we got there. That actually might have been a little bit better, but you can there's people are like comparing him to the Elektra pose that Elektra had, and you can put them side by side. So, there he is right there, but it still is Daredevil. So it's actually really interesting that nobody's wanting to buy him. Now, this is funny because I didn't go for the drop either today because, I showed you what I'm actually stacking right now. It's all pretty much, amazing fantasy. And I'm really actually going after, the stuff that I think is really solidified long-term. I have a few other targets I'm going to talk about today too. My next target for comic book stacking, I'm going to show you what that is today. And, we can talk about that too. And I'm going to show it to you before I even start buying it. So, this is not anything. I'm not going to make any videos about anybody go buy these. I'm just going to show you exactly what I'm, going to be looking at myself. Right. And I'll show you that coming up shortly, but I'll get to the chat in just a second as well. But I do want to talk about a couple other things right here just before we get to that. I just want to find out the market sentiment from people about why they're not purchasing now, like going for the drops. Now, we got the information, and this is actually really interesting, right? It's really interesting how this is going to develop on Vivi now, because I said in my, so I said in my video earlier, like another video I did just a little bit earlier, about the fact that, we're talking about when we're talking about the article, the community update and how they talked about how they're going to do the burning mechanic thing or the announcement. So if stuff doesn't sell out in the store, apparently, as we all know, the word is that we're going to be burning what's remaining, that kind of thing. And so I find it really interesting because when I said in that video, that is this going to be a game now that we're going to play? Like, are people not going to mint on purpose, to make the items go down in scarcity quite a bit? So, and just wait before they actually mint. So we might actually get minting happening when they make an announcement and they're going to burn something, right? So like I said, so if you go to Daredevil, all right, let's just take him, for example, because he's, he dropped today, right? Like I said, there's only, how many people, like 1,600 people or so bought this today, or 1,500 around that so far. I know it's less than 3 hours since it's dropped. So this number will go down. People will play this a little bit, trying to get low mints and stuff. But my thought is that will people wait to mint this until the announcement? So whatever announcement comes, it could come in 2 months from now. It could come in a month from now. I don't know, where they say, okay, we are now going to give you guys a last chance to mint this if you want. And then, we're going to burn the rest, or, so that'll decrease the amount that are available. So then you'll get more minting at that point, guaranteed. Some of these items people will go and then acquire them, or they'll just buy them up in the market. But when that announcement comes on any of the stuff that's not sold out, it's going to be really interesting to see where that goes. So I wanted to know, are people going to be, not minting? Are they just going to wait? Because here's the interesting game you could play, right? You don't have to mint anything on day one. Like if it's a collectible like this. Now for the comic books, I think the comic books are going to do just fine, because comic books are a different animal, I think, than the collectibles, because there's that secret rare and people like stacking comics and all that. And as long as the comic book is good, like this Mary Jane one that's coming up, tomorrow, that's a good comic. So I think people will go for it. It'll sell out eventually, day one, I would assume. I can't imagine it not. But a Daredevil like this, or, or the Bond posters, right, which are another whole animal altogether with the airdrop, people can wait. You can sit and wait. You don't have to mint immediately, right? You can wait for the announcement. In fact, you could wait a month or two. You could pick them up in the aftermarket for cheap. But the only thing is that if people don't mint, there's not going to be that many in the market at half price or under retail, like before, because before, all of them would be in the market under retail. Eventually one of these would sell out and you'd see 2,000 of them sitting in the market. But right now, you're not going to see hardly any in the market of this one because there's not enough minted. So it's an interesting game. There's only 213 Daredevils available. And yeah, they're about 11 gems or so under retail. So you can go in and pick up a couple right here around 40. They're all around there. There's not that many though. So it's going to be a really interesting game to see how this develops, right? And this is no judgment at all, or no thoughts about what people should do. I don't have an opinion about what people should do with these drops. And if we should wait for them to do burning, because it's a whole other game now, because whatever they tell you right here that the edition size is going to be, like 5,800, okay, there's 5,800 Daredevils. That is not going to be how many Daredevils there's going to be. That's not what the end result's going to be, unless all of these sell. If every single one of these sell, this is going from what they said. So I don't know how it's going to turn out in the end. So this is just speculating, right? But if there's 5,800 of these for sale, or that are created, and they don't all, not 100, they don't all sell out, the number's going to go down. And I would assume that this is going to go down a lot, because it doesn't look like anyone's going to buy this at the moment, right? So there's two factors going on: people not wanting to buy this item, but it's not just this item; it's the last bunch, right? There's nothing like, for example, the TIE Fighter is another good example. It's a really great looking, collectible. Price might be a bit high for some people, right? Fair enough. So they might want to get it in the market, but there's still a bunch in the market at around 50 gems. They're not super selling out like crazy. So, either people are not spending it all or they're just waiting for info. I think it's a bit of a combination of both, So this is going to be interesting to see what happens with this guy and all these drops moving forward. And also, when are they going to announce the burning on these kind of things? Like, how long is it going to be? Is it going to be 3 months? Is it going to be 1 month? I don't know. Let me know in the chat what you think, right? But it's going to be really interesting. So I'm going to be watching these closely, and it's going to be the only thing I say about this is that if you are a collector, or if you want to say you love Daredevil, say Daredevil's your favorite, and say you care about, minting it, and, because now we have the metadata out now we, you're the only owner, right? If you care about that kind of thing, I feel comfortable minting anything now because, even if the market price is lower, I can pick one up in the aftermarket for cheaper, a little bit cheaper anyway, not tons cheaper, but 10 gems, right? That's sitting what it's at right now. It's about 10 gems cheaper for Daredevil. So, 10 gems is 10 gems. So I can pick it up for a bit cheaper, but somebody else owned it, right? So, and I don't think that incredibly adds a ton of value, but just for me, like with all my Star Wars stuff, that's why I minted the TIE Fighter, because I got Vader on the drop and Boba and all that. I wanted to have those ones. Those are all like, I'm the only owner of those. And for me personally, that's cool. Like, it's not like super important for value, but it's cool for me. So like, if you're a Daredevil fan, for example, or any other stuff they drop over the next like month or whatever, I don't think you have to worry about minting. You can mint and not worry about the price in the market if you're not thinking about selling. Because once they burn them, the price of your item is probably going to go like towards retail. I don't think you have any risk minting anymore, but it really depends on how long they're going to wait before they burn the rest. And, I think once they make an announcement on these, will see people go in and buy them from the store because they know that like the supply is going to go down a lot, and you'll be able to track it. And you could actually wait till the last 20 minutes before they do the burn, because they'll give a time, and then you could literally see how many are there, and then you could mint there, right? Or you could just go in the market and buy them cheaper. But it's going to be really interesting to see what happens. I don't know how it's going to go, but let's wait and find out. We'll all find out together. I mean, that's the crazy part. We'll all find out how this is going to go together, right? So let's get to the chat and say hi right here to people. Omicron, how you doing? Thank you so much for popping in, and I appreciate the super chat there. What do you think about awarding primary market buyers with additional MCP to incentivize or burning primary drop leftovers after 24 hours? I think that's fantastic. I would love that personally. Now, I don't think that they should put a time frame on it. I think that, if you mint something and you're the original owner, and I think, sure, giving a little incentive would be kind of fun. Now, some people might take that as them just trying to sell stuff and, make money, right? Which, they're allowed to do. Vivi's a business, right? They want these to sell out at least eventually. I know they say their intention is not to have everything sell out, but they definitely want stuff to sell. I mean, that's how we make money in the app. That's how Vivi makes a lot of their money too. And then they take that money and they put it back into, hopefully developing the app further. So if nobody buys anything ever, no matter what it is, then, they're going to drastically take a hit in their finances, because even in the aftermarket, there won't be as many that are trading, right? So it's quite kind of an interesting situation. So I don't think they should put a time frame on it. Like, oh, if you mint within the first 24 hours, you get something. I think it's more like if you just mint it all before they burn it. But that would be really great. I'd like to see that. That would be fun. A little more incentive there for sure, right? Blinky Blink's in the house. How you doing, Blinky Blink? Good to see you today. Thanks for coming in. Bones B. Hi, Drop Headians. That's a new name. Drop Headians. I like that. Can't wait for the new collection. It already looks amazing. Yeah, so in case anybody doesn't know, my drop heads have a series 2 airdrop coming mid-October here very shortly. So I will be announcing a lot of stuff this upcoming week and how you can get involved in that. And it's going to be lots of fun. So stay tuned for sure, right? Ryan, how you doing? Good to see you today. We got Mr. Tong Man in the house. Hello, Vivi and Omi, folks. Hope you're having a good morning, day, evening so far. Yeah, I would extend the same sentiment. I hope you guys are always having a good day as well. Let me know where you're coming in from too. Are you are you at New York City Comic Con? If you are, let us know, because that would be amazing. I'd love to get some, you know, feedback about where you're going to be. I'm going to be following like all the people that are there. There's lots of people we know in the Veve community that are at New York City Comic Con. It's going to be really cool to watch some live streams from people who are there. So when I go to the Anaheim, you know, in November, I'll be definitely putting some stuff out there for you guys, showing you what's going on and everything for sure, right? Alex, how you doing? Hi, MC. Would you class Superman as a grail? Well, the way that the market values Superman right now, I would say no, because we just don't value him right now. But you know, he should be a grail. I'll say that. He should be worth a ton. And, you know, like he should be worth like, you know, I guess he's always been about half the price of Todd though. So, you know, if Todd is sitting at 1100 or whatever, and he's sitting at like 550, which I think is where he's at. He's around 550 to 600. I guess that's pretty much bang on with how the Veve community sees Superman compared to Todd. You know, he's always been around half the price or somewhere like that. So I guess he's situated right where he should be for this time in the market compared to Todd, if we do historical stuff. But I mean, it's Superman. I mean, in my opinion, he should be way higher. The Joker should be way higher. I mean, these are items. I don't own both of those, by the way, just so you know. I just own Todd right now, but I've owned Superman in the past. I've owned up to 3 of him at one time at the highest level prices. Like I bought a Superman at 5,000. Okay. So I'm just like the rest of you guys. I've taken my hits, but I sold that last Superman at 3,000. I actually sold my final Superman like a couple months ago at about 1,300, you know, with the intention of getting back in eventually, you know, because I just could see that people just don't value him like they should. But, you know, it is what it is. The market is what it is. You know, he's worth what he's worth. You can't argue it. You can't deny it. The market does whatever the stuff is listed for in the market is what it's worth. You know, it just is, because that's just what it's worth, right? So, Mohammed, how you doing? Veve official on IG Live right now. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so they're on Instagram. Hey, we can pop into Instagram. Let me just quickly look at Instagram. I'm not going to broadcast their stuff, but they're on Instagram Live right now. Let's go to Veve really quick. Thanks for the heads up on that. Okay, so what do they do? They're doing live right now? Oh, is this what they're doing right here? Oh, okay. So, hey, check this out, guys. This is cool. They're walking through the showroom right here. Or they're walking through the Marvel the Comic-Con. Cool. We can watch this while we chit chat. Thanks, Mohammed. I appreciated that. You guys can watch in the background. That's cool. They're entering the Comic-Con there. There you go. Hopefully, we'll see their booth here. I'm sure they will. So there we go. Veve Darklink, how you doing? Thanks for coming. I appreciate you too. Oh, I wish I was at that Comic-Con, man. Look at the size of the building. Looks fantastic. Henry, how you doing? Good to see you today. Thanks for popping in for sure. Good to see it. Major Flex, congrats. You only have 5. Oh, on my AF-15s. Dude, 5 AF-15s is incredible, man. So, you know, I just been really hyper focused on it for sure, right? I'm putting like my stuff. That's my stack. I'm putting my stack, you know, my stuff into that, what I think are like really solidified and really strong stuff. And then I'll go back and get the stuff that, you know, I'm moving into my AF-15 later, because that's the freedom we have right now. Henry, my biggest is Avengers 4. You have 102. Nicely done. I love that comic. Followed by Vengeance 1 at 62. Nice stacks, my friend. Those are both fantastic for sure. There we go. Oh, I got to turn the sound off here. What's going on right here? Oh, Marvel's starting. Sorry, the sound was coming from Marvel right there. So Marvel's live stream is starting too. So that's cool. But I'm going to keep watching this one right here. Go look at Marvel's later. They're just going to promo a bunch of stuff at the beginning. Demo was lucky to get Daredevil Mint FA date 0464. Nicely done, man. That is awesome. Did you actually snag that in the market, or did you get that did you get that from the mint? That's crazy, dude. Nicely done. Veve. Hey, everybody. What do you think about the next Veve comic drop, Amazing Spider-Man 42? It's a great comic. It's really good. It's a super limited comic. Really great, you know, like has really good in real world value. It's important. So I think it'll be just fine. It'll sell out no problem for sure, in my opinion anyway. Omicron, DD was disrespected today in the secondary. Yeah, he's sitting at about 10 gems under. So I don't think that's I'm actually, you know, I'm actually not that concerned about that, because look, there's 213 listens. We'll get back. we'll get back to the feed there. But, you know, he's about 11 or 12 under, right? It's not that bad. It's not half price. He's not 25 or 20 yet, but we'll see what happens, right? So I don't think it's too crazily disrespected, right? But yeah, you know, this is what happens. I don't know who's doing it right. They're going after mints and stuff and just dropping the other ones on there. You know, for sure. There's people literally holding Twitter spaces about literally trying to get the low mints and playing that game right now with some of these drops. And that's totally cool, right? That's totally cool. Fun under the sun. Omicron, you get more MCP points when buying from the store over the market. Yeah, you do. I think you get 15 or something. Is it 15 or 25 every time you make a store purchase? So I think it's 25, isn't it? I'll have to look at the article again, but it is true. Those all add up, and I guess they'll show us how many we have eventually, right? So on the side, the more prices fall, the more I buy. I'm totally with you, man. That's exactly what I do as well. I'm trying, but I'm focused on certain things, right? So like I said at the beginning of the stream, let me know what you're focused on. Look at all the people there at the Comic-Con. Oh, look at that trooper. Did you guys just see that stormtrooper? Oh, look, there's Batman who laughs right there. Look at that. Oh, the cosplay is heavy. The cosplay is good at the Comic-Con. Look at that. The cosplay is huge. I hope they walk past the 501st Legion booth, see some of my Stormtrooper brothers and sisters. Gesture Gills, looking forward to tomorrow's drop. Yeah, me too. That comic's going to be really good. Grogu, he's in the house. Yes, Grogu's here, you guys. He's always here. If you ever want to see Grogu, just pop into my live stream. He's always here. Sven, how you doing? Good to see you today. Gabriel, the word was that we also would never see the 1 to 40 mints in the store ever. Yeah, we won't see them in the store, but you know, they'll eventually some of them will show up in the market. You know, that's for sure. I mean, this Marvel, you know, this Red Skull that Marvel's giving away, nobody knows what mint numbers those are going to be, right? But it's Marvel giving them away. Now, Vivi, now here's something for people. Vivi could help them out because Vivi's going to be doing the transfers. I mean, Marvel can't do the transfer. So if you get one, like say you're you're at the Comic-Con and you win through the website because you got to go to that Marvel site. I'm in Canada. I can't enter, right? Anybody, it's only United States only can do the Red Skull. So, you know, if you get one of those and you win one of those, well, it's going to be Vivi that's going to transfer it to you. So they could transfer you any mint number. They could transfer you number, 6,100 and whatever, or how many, I don't know how many, Red Skulls there are, but they could, it doesn't mean they're going to have the sub 40s because it's not Marvel that's transferring because they can't transfer themselves. They'll need Vivi's help. They'll need like Reese or something like that to like send it over. So that's a good sign if you're a number 41 holder, or if you like the low mints. It doesn't mean they're going to give them out. Now, the big question people were asking was like, well, which ones do Marvel own of the Red Skull or whatever they're going to do in the future? Maybe they'll hand those ones out because they actually were given them at the beginning or something like that, right? And they might want to just give those because they own those. But maybe Vivi will go, well, you know what? Let's not do that because I don't think they would do that because, they understand what's going on. So they'll probably say, well, here, give this one away and this one. And maybe they'll be the ones to just go scoop them up in the market, buy 10 of them because I think there's 10 going out and just random ones, right? So if you're selling a Red Skull, what would be really interesting is that if you do sell a Red Skull in the market, look at who bought it from you. Just have a look and see who bought it. If it's like just a person in the app, or maybe you can dive a bit deeper, right? And you can see actually maybe Vivi buys it from you. I don't know. Maybe they have a person who would buy it from you, some account they created. I don't know. So keep your eyes open because it's going to be kind of fun. Crypto Insomniac, how you doing? Oh, look, there's Reese himself. He's there. He's hanging out. Let's see the booth right here. I got to see this. I got to see this booth right here. I don't have the sound on, guys, because, I don't know what he's saying, but let's see the booth. Zoom out a bit. I want to see this, you guys. I want to see this. What's he talking about? I'm going to play it here. Can you guys hear this? Let me know if you can hear it.
We're here the whole weekend, all the way through Sunday. All the way through Sunday, friends. Come down if you can, if you've got a ticket. If not, take on anything.
Yeah, there's Throg.
Anything else you're looking forward to during that event?
There we go. Vivi Vault, how you doing? Good to see you, buddy.
action Ultraman come out earlier.
Live action Ultraman.
What's happening there.
Absolutely.
So yeah, just to be part of that.
Yeah. Cool. Any other final words for Vivi fan?
Can you guys hear this, by the way, at all?
This weekend, your internet's probably better than ours. You'll get those drops. But otherwise, see you at the next one.
All right. Cool. Okay, so they're at the Marvel booth. There we go, guys. Nice. So this is the Marvel booth right here. Okay. Oh, look, they got Deadpool up there. Look, they got the big Marvel Mighties. Check it out. Oh, there's a Spider-Man right there. Look at this, a Spider-Man. What's going on? This is hilarious, right? This is hilarious. Okay, anyway, we'll get back to the chat. I'll keep my eyes on that. Look, see the Marvel. There's the Spidey Marvel Mighty right on full display. That's cool. Maybe people will start downloading some of those. That's pretty cool. Here we go. We got double Quill in the house. In my case, it has nothing to do with Vivi. My disposable income is dramatically decreased. So monthly budget for Vivi is also decreased. I have to be very picky. Yeah. So you're talking about what you're buying from the store, right? Yeah, for sure. Same thing. I'm actually not infusing a ton of cash into the app to do my AF-15s. I'm transitioning my collection. I'm kind of like selling stuff and focusing on AF-15. That's what I've been doing, right? So yeah, the dog, how you doing? Good to see you today. What's up, MC and Vivi fam? There you go. Chris Brock, burn those Daredevils and make it scarce. I know that's going to happen for sure, right? So Getsy, how you doing? Good to see you today too, my friend. You know, hope you're having a great morning as well. Getsy, all of those would have been 20x back in January. It has nothing to do with the collectible, but the current sentiment. Yeah, for sure. That is 100% true. That is 100% true. Kevin, how you doing? Good to see you today as well, my friend, right there. Sven, I like these NFTs. Do not get refusal of this market. Yeah, they're really great. But you know, look at the sorry, I'm distracted by the market, by the video right here. I want to see what's going on. I want the booth. I want the pictures of the booth. Turn the camera over. I'm sure this dude's a nice guy, but I want to look at the, you know, wait a second. Is that Vivi Magic? Look, you guys, Vivi Magic's on screen right there. There she is. You know, she wasn't going to go to Comic-Con, so that's really cool that she was able to get there. But check it out. And who is that? Is that who is that? Do you guys know who that is? I'm recognizing some of these people, but I can't remember. Anyway, 10 gems indeed. But if you're the first holder, yeah, that's how much the Daredevil's down. Is about 10 gems. 100% agree. Hinanu, morning MC. How you doing, Hinanu? Good to see you today. Thanks for popping in. I picked up Daredevil for 38 with a 1500 minted. It seems like a no-brainer. Yeah, so this is going to be nuts. We are going to actually see what happens, you know, with this Daredevil. And there's Daredevil on screen right there. You can see him. Look at the booth. Look at the booth right here. Okay. Oh, there's Moon Knight up there. Okay. I think we had those before in the San Diego Comic-Con. Am I wrong? Hot dog. Okay. Yeah. Turn around. There we go. Camera up. I don't want to look at the wire. Oh, did that just end? Is that over? I think that's over, guys. I think it just ended right there. Maybe there'll be another one. So this is now playing back from the beginning. So, okay, we'll go back. We'll check it out in a little bit. Let me just X this out right here. Let me just refresh their page. Maybe they'll start a new one shortly. Okay, let's play it again in the background. That way, this is what was shown before, guys, in case you want to look at it. This is a replay, okay, of what was happening. And now we can get back to the chat for sure. So yeah, Hinani, you picked it up for 38. It's a great deal, man. Like, it's such a great deal. And you don't have to worry because they're just going to burn the rest that don't sell. You have to wait, though, for the price to go up, right? Hey, MC, Beats96, how you doing? Hey, MC, I hope everything is going well. Ultra Rare AF-15 stack is awesome. Yeah, I don't have the ultra rare though. That's the problem. I went to go for it because it was like 1,000. It was like 1,099. Now it's like when the last time I looked, it was like 1,200 or so. And so like I was like, oh, I better just settle for another common for now because the common went over 400 again, right? Gabriel, how you doing? Would you think they would start to put more effort into the quality of their NFTs at this point? Like put the Spider-Man and this one side by side. Yeah, you know, I think it really depends on like the licensor, right? So, you know, So I guess you're implying that the Daredevil is not very good quality. It's up for debate, and but he I mean, they could have made him look more like Boba Fett looks unbelievable, right? But that didn't affect the price. You know what I mean? So like Boba Fett is way down under retail, and he looks incredible, right? And there's a few others that look absolutely amazing as well. So I don't know if it matters too much. I think Daredevil looks pretty good. Like, I don't think he looks unbelievable. Like, the detail could be way better, or his newer suit could be better. But hey, it's still his FA. Like, Silver Surfer looks amazing as well. But, he's sitting right around retail too, right? So we'll see. Bob Sales, how you doing? Hey, my favorite positive person. Thanks so much for always saying that. Thanks for always saying that, man. You make me blush. Hey, everyone. Sorry for the late comment. I was eating, but I'm here watching watching you all. And yes, shame about Daredevil not selling out. I really like Daredevil. Yeah, it's interesting, but it's actually all right. Like I said, because they're just going to burn whatever's left, whatever's not sold out. It's totally fine by me, right? Jesher Gill, see you in Anaheim. I'm traveling from the UK. No way, dude. You're flying all the way from the UK for Anaheim? That's going to be awesome. We'll definitely see you there. Crypto, you're going to be there on Sunday too? Nice. We'll see you there for sure. I'll be leaving on Sunday, but I'll be there for a lot of the day on Sunday. I'm still working out my flights for sure. By the way, in case you guys are just tuning in, this is just a replay on their Vivi's, Instagram page, with this little walkthrough, right? So you guys can check that out if you want. Hinana, you're looking for a good minute. Okay, yeah, you guys can chat it up. Raymond, how you doing? I had been a long cold a few months, but there's some talk. Some whispers that we might have seen the bottom. What do you think? Also, I'm expecting new all-time highs coming in the next bull cycle. Yeah, so Raymond, the way I see it, right? The way I see, oh, look, by the way, just back here. There's Dan right there. There's David Yu. I'm going to play this. Oh, okay, hold on. They went away from him. I'm going to replay that. I want to go back here. Okay, here we go. We got the lights. Sorry, I'll get back to your question in a second, Raymond. But I just noticed because I missed this earlier when I was chatting. There's the booth. Look, guys, there's the whole thing. You can see it. There's the Spidey. Okay, there's Dan and Dave right there. Okay. Taking pictures. Look, you got the Black Panther. Look at the screen up there. Look at the screen up there with the whole thing. You got like the Vivi, with the internet with the Black Panther and all that stuff, and the app. That's really cool. And you got all the QR codes around. So this is going to be great. This is actually really good. This is another level of, marketing that's happening. So it's all coming together, guys. Anyway, I just wanted to show that. I'll X out of that now. But let's get back here. So Raymond, you asked about the long, cold few months, where everything was down to its all-time lows. Now, I was looking at, I made a video recently about secret rare comics I think are great to buy right now because I think they've reached their all-time lows. I've been watching them for a bit. The ones that are in my vid, were, the New Mutants 98, with Deadpool. I think that one's breached its all-time low for a secret rare. And I also thought that, and, I could be wrong, right? It could go lower. But I also thought that, Strange Tales 110 with Doctor Strange reached its all-time low of around 540 or 550. Now it's back up to 650. So I thought that there's a few in there that have I've been watching them. Before I made that vid, I watched them for like 2 weeks to see how far they would go because they're on my target list. Now that my AF-15 stack I might be done with my AF-15 stack. I might have to refocus on some of those secret rares now, but I think some of the stuff has reached their all-time lows or they're close to it, or they at least stabilized at their all-time low. And this is in the comic book world, the comic book section. So I think we're doing well. I think that's why I've started going after. And for me, Amazing Fantasy, I felt like the uncommon at around 250 was kind of the lowest that it goes. It goes down to 239 and then I buy it, right? Or at least I have bought a few. And then it's kind of hovering around there. And it's been like that for a while now. So I felt pretty comfortable. And then Amazing, the common of Amazing Fantasy was down 389 or so. It went down to 379 or so for a brief, but it gets eaten really quickly. So it's kind of, I feel like they're stabilized in a really good spot. And the rare is just under 400 as well. But it's the ultra rare of Amazing Fantasy that is actually really started to jump up a bit again. Like if you go to Amazing Fantasy here, this is the one I was targeting. You can see it's now 1,400, you guys. I was going after this one just a day or two ago at, just under 1,100. And you can see that there's only 500 of these. This is getting eaten up a bit here, or delisted or whatever, right? And then you got the uncommon. You can see the uncommon. It's at 260 now. So it went down to 239. So you can see that as the numbers start to dwindle, though, if it vaults up, you'll get some people listing for sure. But like you can see the common right here, 400 now, just over. So I really feel like I've been watching these for a long time and I've been buying these up at this level. So that's why I think those ones in particular are good. If you get to the market and you get to comics here, in my vid, this Strange Tales right here with Doctor Strange, you can see 599 to 630, right? His lowest is about 540 or so, 541, I think is the lowest, the all-time low on this, I believe. So, there's one person just listed here, but other than that, this is good. If it gets under 600, it's really gets into my target range again. So I'm happy about that one if it goes down. And then, of course, I was looking at a few others in the video too. I was looking at, like I said, where is he right here? The all-time low on Deadpool. I was thinking Deadpool is probably, his secret rare has probably reached the all-time low. If I can find it, there it is. But there's only 13 of them, 569. So, I mean, I find that a great price. So I want to get to this comic too. I don't own it, so I'm definitely going to try to get to it. Big J, how you doing? So many great things to buy in the market. No reason to go for most of these drops at retail when you can easily get them later for much cheaper. Yeah, that is true. You can go for them for cheaper, but people have to mint them for you to get them cheaper. That's the catch-22. People have to mint Daredevil at full price and then sell them in the market for cheap. So as much as we wonder why people are doing that, like if they're gambling or mint hunting, that's the only way to get it below retail. People have to mint it, and people are minting less and less and less of these. So it's almost like the people who are minting less of them, the people who are minting more and always going under retail, that's kind of like getting thinner and thinner. There's not that many that are getting minted now because everybody wants to get it, if they want to get it, cheaper in the aftermarket. But eventually, I mean, someone's got to mint them. Otherwise, there's nothing for sale. But we haven't got to that point yet, right? So, Getsy, how you doing? Who's going to New York City Comic-Con? I'm heading there Sunday with Crypto. Hi, all you guys are going to be there on Sunday. Oh, okay, nice. Yes, I hope you guys are going to be there. That's awesome. Post some photos and stuff. Tag me on it on Twitter. I want to see what you guys are doing. So pumped, JGP. So pumped for the burn system. Can't wait. Yeah, I know. Me too. I can't wait. We'll see how when they announce it, like how long it's going to take, for example, Daredevil to, like how long is it going to take for him to get burnt, and like the other ones that aren't sold out too, right? Austin, how you doing? Unrelated to Vivi, but are you going to watch the trailer for the Super Mario movie today? Oh yeah, man. Can you imagine if we get Nintendo in the app? I think we will. I think we'll get Mario in the app eventually or stuff like that. That's going to be a whole other category. Video game stuff. So yeah, I will be watching that later today for sure, man. That's going to be awesome. There's all sorts of stuff going on at the Comic-Con. And like I said, you can go to their Twitter. Here's their Twitter. Their live stream that happens all day. So when you're done watching here, you can pop over there and hang out and you can watch them do all sorts of stuff there on YouTube from, Marvel's actual Marvel Entertainment's page. I'll be watching that later today too myself, right? And you can participate in the chat there too. It goes on all day long, right? There's going to be lots of stuff in there. You can come in and out. It's not going to be like steady flow of big banger news, right? Crypto Insomniac. Cool. I'll post up my collectible Discord on Sunday and check out. Yeah, for sure. Awesome. Growler. Good to see you today. Let's go. Good morning. You're going to wear your Vivi hat. Nicely done. Nicely done. Crypto Cat Guru. What's up? How you doing? Good to see you today. Thanks for popping in. Getsy. You'll have your Vivi shirt on. Yeah, there you go, guys. Raymond, the best long-term investment related to Vivi is the OMI token. Granted, our OUP rolls out and successful. Yeah, I have. That's why we're giving OMI away if you're a drop head holder. That's why you win OMI. It's because OMI, like the collectibles, you have both. If you can have both, you're sitting pretty for sure. I think it's great. It's fun to have the collectibles. It's smart to have OMI, and I have both, right? So I would not disagree with you, Raymond. Let's try to, yeah, you guys get together over there for sure. Yeah, so it's Vivi Vault. Like I said hi to you earlier. Thanks for coming in. There was Throg on there for sure. Yeah, for sure. Fun under the sun. Thank you so much for popping in. Hey, MC, David has been flashing SpaceX. Yeah, his water ball for a while now. What do you think about that? Blues Clues time. I know, SpaceX, right? And thank you so much for the super chat, Fun Under the Sun. I really appreciate that. And I appreciate you coming by. Yeah, like, I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe that's just his favorite water bottle, you know? I mean, I got mine here, right? I got my little purple one right here. There's no significance to it. Of course, I don't own, I don't own Vivi. But if David held up this water bottle, this little cup, people would be wondering, why is he holding a purple cup? You know? Are we getting like a new Hawkeye, or are we getting something, a new purple? Are we getting Grimace? But it is true. When you have that logo on it, he knows in his chat, like when he does vids, he knows people pick apart everything. I mean, they all are aware of it. So I don't know what it means. What do you think? Oh yeah, you guys could hear it. Okay, that was cool. That was cool. There we go. Pasternak, how you doing? Thinking of selling Todd for common AF-15s. Oh, dude. Oh, that's a tough one, man. That's a tough one. I'm not sure about that. Smart buy. Purple. Thanos is purple too. I know, right? I know. Thinking of selling Todd for AF-15 commons. Ooh. Oh, can you sell anything else? Can you sell different stuff? I don't know. I mean, like, it's not like I think, I mean, Todd's worth more than the AF-15 common, right? But there are more Todds than there are AF-15 commons. There's less AF-15 commons than Todd. That's weird, right? There's not that many more AF-15 commons than the partner statue, right? Or Vader, for example. You know, Vader has slightly less than AF-15. So AF-15 commons, there's only 6,000 of them. So, you know, that I'm not sure. I wouldn't. I don't know if I would sell my Todd to do it, because I still own my Todd, right, for sure. And but I've been selling other stuff. But you know, whatever, man. I don't think you can go wrong owning either one, right? But you could get 2 AF-15 commons for Todd, basically 2.5. Or well, what is Todd going for right now? I don't look at my Todd that often because you know he's just there. I just keep him. Let's see where he's at. $11.99. Okay, so he's at $11.99. So with the 2%, is it 2%? Yeah, I think it's 2% selling. So the comm is sitting at 4. So you could get like basically you could get 3. You could get 3 of these. Oh, that's tough. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? You're excited. Oh, Getsy, this is your first time going to a Comic-Con? Dude, you're going to have a blast. You're going to have an absolute blast. I mean, get together with people, walk around, soak it all up, enjoy yourself. The way advice I'll give you to going to Comic-Cons, because I've been to a bunch, is to like literally just slowly walk around and do a couple loops and just take your time, you know, and spend and rest, right? Like drink lots of water, sit down every now and again and try to do a relaxing thing. You won't see it all on one day. If you go back, you'll see more, but just have fun, right? Just cruise around. I wish I was there too. The last big one I went to was the Emerald City Comic-Con in Seattle. That was super fun too. It's not as big as the New York, but it's a pretty good one. Yeah, it's super cool. There we go. Hey, Nanu, how you doing again? I don't mind waiting for these collectible prices to go up. I had to wait years to see my gains in stocks. I'm patient. Yeah, I know. You can be patient. I got a good story for you guys. So, you know, like in regards to like waiting. So, okay. So let's take like these little toys right here, like this toy here, this Boba Fett toy, right? So, okay, so like about 10 years ago, Star Wars came out with the vintage collection of toys like this, you know, with characters on them. And the characters are mostly from the Clone War era, you know, for the mid 2000s. And you had like Ahsoka in there and you had all these other clone troopers and stuff like that. And I was buying a lot of them at the stores. You know, I was buying them all at retail and stuff like that. And I bought tons and tons and all these clone troopers and a bunch of Ahsokas and all sorts from around 2011 2009 to 2011. And I remember I had hordes at one point. And I was like, I got too many. I went a little bit too crazy. So, I got a booth at a Comic-Con that was close by to my place. And I was selling, a bunch of my toys there. And I swear to God, you guys, I couldn't give those things away. Like nobody wanted to buy them from me. That whole, I remember for like literally a year, I was trying to sell these toys, and like not liquidate them, just sell them here and there. And I was having to go like slightly under retail. So if you think Vivi is under retail, it happens in the real world too. But what happened is a couple years later, I did sell a bunch of them. What happened is a couple years later, okay, all the values of them went skyrocketing. Like the Ahsoka Tano toy, I couldn't give it away. Now it's worth like $600, $700, $800. And for a toy, that's really good, especially a modern toy. And so it just takes a bit of time. And then all of a sudden they just all go up. So I have that same mentality with Vivi. I mean, like, I buy something 1 week. I'm not expecting it to double in a week, like you just got to be patient, but that's, that's collecting, right? If you don't have, if you're not have the patience for it, it's okay. And we actually don't know how long it's going to take. And we don't know how Vivi's going to do. So it's all speculation, right? For sure. Physical toy. I mean, I could pretty much sell it anytime. We'll see what happens with Vivi. Getsy, how you doing? Picked up a mint 2,210 at the New York City Poster. Nicely done. That's perfect because October's the 10th month and it's the 22nd year. That's nice. Got to get Dan and David to sign it. There you go, man. Nicely done. Very good mint number. There's lots of good opportunities out there for sure. Derek, I wish Vivi would cut list price by almost 50%. There's a listing price issue that's holding drops back. No one wants to or should pay 60 or 50 for these things. Yeah, but I guess so. I guess, Derek, they could, but they have to keep some historical precedent with the previous stuff they sold, right? This is what they want to do. They don't want to just sell everything for 10 gems because it assigns no value to it. It makes it unvaluable. Like, so they're just giving everything away for 15 gems. Like say if Daredevil came out and he was 15 gems or 20 gems, I mean, people they would definitely buy more, but would he be worth 30? No, he'd go for 15 or 16. I think the same phenomenon would happen just at a lower price level, but more people would mint, like they would go after Daredevil at 20. So you're guaranteed right on that. But you don't have to worry now because whatever they don't mint is just going to get burnt. So it's actually I actually find the system, the way that I see it is actually going to be perfect. It's going to be perfect for me because if I want to go for something, I don't have to be afraid that it's going to be like, worth nothing in the future if nobody else mints it. Because if they drastically reduce Daredevil by like 70%, guaranteed his value will reach retail. So, and if that's just a break even, right? Or just, you'd have to go like for it to break even, have to be about 56 gems or so. But currently, yeah, if no one wants to buy it, they don't have to buy it. But this is the thing, you could sell one at 50, or you could sell like, if you made the price 18 or whatever it is, whatever the math is, then you'd sell 3 for the same price and Vivi would make the same. And then of course you get more transaction revenue from like people selling and buying in the market. But it would just be Daredevil would just be cheaper in the market, right? So they're trying to like, they're trying to figure it out, but we don't have to buy it. It's okay. We can wait for the burn and we can buy these. Remember, one last thing is that not selling out on day one doesn't matter. I think we all have to like get that off of our out of our head. If it doesn't sell out day one, it's dead. It's a total flop. Because they announced this thing where they're going to like give us another chance to mint it before they burn it. You don't have to mint on day one. You can wait now. You can sit back and wait a month if you want for Daredevil. You don't have to go and buy it in the secondary either. You can just wait. You can wait until they put the announcement out. And we'll see what the market does the first time they do that. The first time they do this, we'll see what people do in this app. And then we'll get some information, from like what the people's behavior is when they announce something. We'll all be watching whatever they announce. Everyone's going to go and they're going to look at the collectible and they're going to like, okay, how many got minted since they've announced it now, right? Everyone's going to watch. It's all really going to be interesting as coming along, but I agree, Derek, if they drop the price down, they would sell more. Sup MC, 3 common AF-15s or 1 ultra rare or 1 Todd. That's what I want to go to decon. That's what I want to go to decon, but I'm the only one that's into Vivi with my family and friends. I think I'll feel weird going solo. Smurf Dabs, if you're at decon, there'll be tons of us to hang out with. You know, we'll all be walking around in a big group anyway. So you don't be worried. If anybody comes to decon here, you guys, we'll all be there as a fam. You won't be walking around by yourself, guaranteed. Now, you may not be walking around with me the entire time, you know, because, you know, I don't know if you'd want to, but like we'll be hanging out. Everyone will be hanging out. So, you know, we'll take care of our fam. I don't think, from what I've seen from the other stuff right here, I'll address your amazing fantasy question too in just a sec. But from what I've seen at the London and at San Diego, and now what's going on at New York City Comic-Con, we'll see this weekend. I think people are pretty open. I don't think it's cliquey. I think people are really happy to hang out with other Vivi people and kind of like, you know, spend time together. So, you know, if you do go, I think, you know, you'll be fine, right? We find hooking up, meeting up. So do you want to get 3 MC1, 3 commons, sorry, for, or 1 ultra rare? Well, that's the big question for me, man. That's what I've been trying to do. That ultra rare it's now you have to go more than 3 commons. So I have 4 commons, right? And I have 10 uncommons and 1 rare. So I was going to go after the ultra rare like today or yesterday, but it jumped up to 1,400 now. So it's kind of out of my range. So I would stack a couple more commons personally. I have to ask myself, which one will double in value first, the common or the ultra rare? And it could be the ultra rare that doubles in value first. Now, the Todd is also one. If you don't own a Todd, man, those are tough choices, man. It's hard for me because I own a Todd, right? So I don't have to worry about wondering if I should get a Todd. But I think everybody, if you're in this app long-term, this is just my opinion, if you can own a Todd, I think it's smart to own a Todd. I mean, the guy was up to like 13,000 at all-time highs before. So I have no problem at getting like up somewhere close to there eventually, right? So I think owning a Todd is pretty crucial if you're in this app. Personally, that was what my focus was when I got my Todd months ago. And I bought it for $2,050. That's where I got it. And I was like, this is a great price. And I'm still happy with that price. Yeah. So Bob Sales, I'm glad you like it. It's your life because it's your life name for sure. United, congrats on your 15 AF-15s. I currently have 8 sold 2 uncommons to upgrade to the ultra rare. Yeah, man. I got to get that ultra rare. I got to get it. But will I be able to? Look at it. It's at 1,400. Oh, jeez. Yeah, the secret rares are about to shoot. Mostly 15 on the comics now for sale. Yeah, so those secret rares in my previous video that I put out, those top 5 I picked, the reason I picked those is not because I own those. I own 1. I own the X-Men 4. But the other 4 I don't own, and I've been looking at them and targeting them. Now that my AF-15 stack is pretty good, I'm going to have to, I got to get that Doctor Strange at some point. This is just me. I really want to get that Deadpool because of what's going on with the movies and Marvel and Wolverine. And that Deadpool to me is just like, I mean, this Deadpool, I don't have the gems for it right now. You know, I picked another AF-15 up instead because I wanted that even number. So if I look at Deadpool right here, I'm just going to scroll down here. I shouldn't talk about it. I should just go and like try to silently grab one and then talk about it. But no, I like to share I like to tell you guys what I'm thinking. This Deadpool to me, I mean, there's 13 listed, but check it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 legit listings here, like legit listings out of 13. So do the math. That equals, how many is that left over? That's how many is it? So 7 minus 13 is 3 is what? 6? So that would mean there would only be 6. And then look at the price. Now, of course, if the price jumps up to $17.50, you'll see some people list it. I mean, obviously, right? They'll be like, oh, the New Mutants is freaking out. But like, look, there's legit sellers right here. So 369. This comic to me is positioned beautifully. And I watched it. I've been watching it at its all-time low. Because we can talk about all-time highs, but let's talk about all-time lows. And I'm going to look at this comic up right here really quickly. Hold on one sec. Let me just stop this. Let me share this right here. This is a quick little thing we can do This is the little vault value app, this tiny little app. It's a really good reference point. I just bring it up. It works well on my you know, I'm not sponsored by it, you guys. If anyone from Vault Value is watching, you might want to sponsor me though. I've been talking about your app enough. Here you go. So let's sort by price. We scroll down. These are all the secret rare. Oh, these are the, do I have the secret rares? Okay, now let's go secret rare. Let's just sort there. Okay, we'll scroll down really quick. This will just be a sec. So here they are here. So here they're sort of in a group together. Amazing Spider-Man 300 at the same price. So here we go. New Mutants 98. Look at it. It hit 500 like an hour ago. Okay, let's scroll. So here's the price. See the 14-day price? Went up to 600 or so, but it never dropped below 430, 440. Some 425 is the all-time low. It's at 500, but it's actually at 570 because this app is about an hour behind. But you can see it's, oh man, it's a good one. It's a good secret rare, you guys. I don't own it. This is the tough one right here. Gary, how you doing? Good to see you from the Bay Area. Thanks for popping in the thing today. Good to see you. I appreciate you. You know, Hinanu, you crazy man. What are you doing up there in Hawaii? Appreciate this. Decon Anaheim will be great. Can't wait to meet the Vivi fan. Oh, smash the like. Thank you so much for the super chat. We are definitely going to meet up in Anaheim. You're going, right? Because, you know, I want to see the whole Hawaiian crew hanging out, you know, at Decon. I want to see a whole Hawaiian section. That's what I want to see. But we'll definitely be hanging out. But thank you so much, man. I really appreciate you. And I appreciate that. Swimfoot. Why is Ultimate Fallout Common worth so much more than Strange Tales 110 Common? Real life has Ultimate Fallout around 800. Yeah. Strange Tales 27,000. Swimfoot. You could ask that question about tons of stuff in the app. Look at Nick Fury's comic. All right. Look at Thanos's comic. You know, look at all these. Look at the Ghost Rider's comic. You know, look at all these comics, you guys. And by the way, I said earlier at the beginning of the stream, my next stack focus, and I'm going to tell you what it is right now. And I should stack before I talk, you guys. But before I tell you, I should stack and then come on later and say, oh, I stacked this. Now you should too. Like I should do that, right? But Amazing Fantasy is like, I don't even have to do I have to make a video about Amazing Fantasy telling people to buy Amazing Fantasy? I don't, right? Like nobody, I don't have to make that video. Hey, everybody, you should buy Amazing Fantasy 15. Here's why. Like, I don't think I need to make that video. I think that's pretty obvious. But other videos I have made, but I'll talk about stuff before I buy them. You know, just so you guys know, I'm not like being some sort of bag pumper. I don't actually get accused of that very often because I tweet everything I tweet everything. This is my next stack, you guys. I'm going to tell you right now, this is it. It's common. This is what I'm going to go after. I'm going to stack up like at least 10 of these. You know, I mean, that's not that much money. It's 300 or so. I'm going to stack this one. This is what I'm doing. I want Spider-Man FAs. And Miles Morales is coming, you guys. He is coming, and I'm going to stack this one. Now, I don't own any of them. So just so you know, I haven't done it yet. I'm telling you ahead of time. I should keep my mouth shut, not say anything. But here we go. Ultimate Fallout 4. I mean, like Swimfoot, like I said, you can ask that question about almost everything, but it's a perfectly exactly question, right? But look at the secret rare on this comic right here. $12.50. The only problem is AF15 ultra rare or this. Oh, it's tough, right? Oh my God, it's tough, right? So if I go to the Vivi Vault Value app, and it's not on screen right here, but if I go to the Vault Value app, we check out Ultimate Fallout. Okay. Let's check out Ultimate Fallout in the Vault Value. This is I like this little one. Look at him. Look at him. Look at the chart, you guys. Can you see the chart down below there? He's creeping up a bit. Okay. All-time low, $7.99. So whoever picked him up at that level, fantastic. He's already reached his all-time low on this one. I don't think he's going less than $7.99. So whoever bought him there, or at 800 or at 900, congratulations. all-time high, which I know we don't like to talk about the all-time bought high listings and all that, but 9,000. And by the way, just in case you didn't know, let's talk about this Miles Morales really quickly here. Let's talk about this. Let me explain the covers for you, okay? In case you don't know, a lot of you already know this information, but let me explain the covers, okay? The common cover right here in the real world is the first printing. That's the one, that's the first printing, and it's worth more than the uncommon in the real world. The uncommon is the second printing, okay? So this is the first printing right here. So that one's good. Now, the uncommon has, you know, like what, 5,000 editions, and this one's got the 21,000. So this is one of the original 30,000 run. Now, the rare does not exist in the real world. It's not in the real world. It's nowhere to be found. As far as I know, I don't think anyone's shown this one in the real world, okay? Now, the ultra rare is the least valuable out of all of these comics in the real world. Okay, this cover right here, the ultra rare. So if you go on eBay, you can pick up this ultra rare cover, like a 9.8. You can pick it up for cheaper than any of the other ones, okay? But it's the ultra rare in our app. So, you know, that is the way it is. So that, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. I like how they made it the ultra rare because it is the cheapest out of all of them. I like the cover, but the secret rare is the most valuable one in the real world as well. This cover exists, and this secret rare, 2 of them sold earlier this year, and I'm not sure if there's been a third or fourth. I haven't looked up on it yet, but for like $30,000, right? So this secret rare is the rare variant in the real world, but then the 2 that are the most valuable are the secret rare and the common. That's just the way it is. But this is my next little stack, you guys. So, you know, if you guys want to come along with me on that, that would be great. I know a lot of people have already stacked a ton of them because there's only 72 commons. It's not like people are flooding the market with this guy. There's not 2,000 of them. People are holding it. So I got to get myself a few of them, right? Gary says, I have an uncommon AF-15 Palindrome 5335 listed. I can use the gems to buy an R2. Wishful, I know. Hey, there you go, guys. If you're interested in palindromes and you want an AF-15 uncommon, that's a nice one right there. You have it listed. Hey, you can use the gems to buy an R2. There you go. Get yourself an R2. So if anybody wants that, go ahead. You know, I don't mind reading your listings, you guys. If you want to try to sell something, it's all good. How you doing, Smart Buy? Sup? I love the logo. Best Buy, but you're Smart Buy. There you go. Getsy, I'll be spamming in the chat in Marvel Livestream about Vivi. Oh, yeah. So I never said to do this, but go over to the Marvel Livestream right here and just go Vivi, Vivi, Vivi over here on the left like 1,000 million times. Have you downloaded Vivi? We should all just like, when my stream is done, let's all flood into the Marvel Entertainment live stream and let's just go Vivi crazy just for fun. Okay, you guys want to do that? If you stick around till my stream, I mean, you can go over and do it now, but let's all flood in there when my stream is done. Let's do that. Good idea, Getsy. Bruin. Daredevil is at 37 gems. If it goes to 36, I will snipe. One more gem. One more gem, Bruin. Let's see if it goes there. Oh, it's at 39.5 now. Oh, you're missing your window, Bruin. It's going up. You're missing your window. How many OMI do you hold? So I don't normally like to share, but I have only about 500,000 OMI at the moment. And a lot of it is earmarked for my drophead community. I've already given out in my drophead community for OMI, just to show you right here. So I've already sent out 156,000 OMI to drophead holders, and I'm doing it all the way to the end of the year. We're going to reach about 500,000 by the end of the year to drophead holders. So I own personally about 500,000 just myself, you know, just, and I want to get to 1 million and all that kind of stuff, but there's time, right? Like I'm okay. I'm not in a rush to stack up my OMI, but I have at least 500,000 just in case. I know people have 145 million OMI or 29 million OMI or all that kind of stuff. And that's great. I'll get there eventually for sure. Right. I'm waiting. Actually, what I'm doing is I'm waiting for my, I have Ethereum and stuff like that. So I'm like playing, I sold my Ethereum when it was over 2,000 before the merge. And, I sold it. And so I'm now waiting for the right opportunity to buy back into Ethereum again. and I'm just watching it. You know, that's sort of what I'm doing in crypto, just me personally. And so OMI does factor into what I'm going to be doing in crypto as well. Yeah, I will earmark, you know, like maybe $500 and buy another, you know, slew of OMI with that. You know, eventually at some point before we get to the end of the year, but I don't know when. I'm still watching. I'm still watching, right? You know, Sean, how you doing? Good to see you today. I just posted a rare Throg 1616 for 25 if anyone wants it. There you go. Throg he's front and center at the Marvel booth. Get your Throgs out. David has also worn the SpaceX hat. My God, what is he doing? Are we going to get SpaceX in the app? Crazy fun under the sun. I don't know, right? Who knows what's going on with that? Only David knows. He did. Oh, and he tweeted out X. He tweeted X. Okay, something's going on here, guys. Okay, conspiracy theory time. David, let's go to David Yu's Twitter page. David, let's just scroll right here. Blocked. David's not blocked. Oh, this is the scammer, David. Oh my God. Oh, I freaked myself out right there. I thought I blocked David Yu. David, I didn't block you. This is the fake account. Oh. And then I thought for a second that he blocked me. I'm like, David, no, what did I do? Oh my gosh. Okay. Whew. Almost gave myself a heart attack. Oh, jeez. Yeah. Mycollectables blocks David Yu. Yeah, right. I don't think so. Let's get rid of this guy. What's this guy doing here? This scammer right there. Okay, let's go to the actual David Yu. Holy, so I blocked that scammer loser, dude. Okay, here we go. Okay, good. No one's blocked. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, let's scroll down here. Look, there it is right there. Look. X. Oh, fun under the sun. Fun under the sun. What's going on? I think you got something. You got some alpha there, guys. He's drinking the bottle. He's wearing the hat. He tweeted it. What does it mean? Maybe it's X-Men. I don't know. Maybe it has nothing to do with it. Oh yeah, purple Thanos. Yeah, like I said earlier from earlier. When do you think we will get that logo behind Reese? Is that the gray one? Is that what you're talking about, Bob Sales? The one from people? I don't know which logo. Which logo is it? I'm assuming it's the Vivi logo, the silver one, like the one that was people are handed out that were at the springtime decon 1 day thing. I think there's that logo, right? So apparently, if that's what you're talking about, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm sorry, I don't know, I don't remember in the video, but like what was behind him in the video, but the wait list drop apparently I think is going to feature that logo. I think that's what's happening, right? There we go. AK, what do you think of the Bond posters? I got mint 1953 yesterday. Nice. It's the year Bond franchise was created. Exactly. I think that's the year that Casino Royale was written, because I think that's the first book, right? I could be wrong about that, but I love the Bond posters. I think they're absolutely amazing. I minted one, you guys. I totally minted one. I wasn't going to, but I minted one. And I got You Only Live Twice. And I got mint number 500, which was cool. But I sold it. I sold it for basically retail. I tried to sell it for higher. I tried to flip it. And I don't play the flipping game that much. It doesn't really work out for me. And nobody wanted to buy it at like 65 and 55 and that kind of thing. So I sold it right around retail because I was like, well, you know, I'm not going to go for all of them, and I'll wait. I'll wait for like, you know, this to go down and see what happens closer. But I love these posters. Like I grew up watching all these Bond films. I own all of them, just so you know. From Russia with Love is my favorite from the Sean Connery era. And then, of course, I actually my second favorite, like not my second favorite, but my favorite from the Roger Moore era is actually what do you call? Like, believe me, I know it. I'm just blanking right now. It's the Sheena Easton song. I keep going to The Spy Who Loves Me, but that's not the one. Okay, let me jump ahead because my mind is blanking on my favorite Roger Moore one. my favorite Pierce Bronson one is GoldenEye, like 100% with Sean Bean, you know, as 006, right? For sure. And what's the Roger Moore one that's my favorite? Come on. I can't believe I'm totally blanking. I'm having like a brain cramp. What's the one? I can't believe I'm blanking on this one. For Your Eyes Only. God. Why am I blanking? You know, it's got Jaws in it and everything. The song is amazing. That's my favorite. I can't believe I was blanking on that one. Anyway, so I like the posters. I like the posters. Congrats on the mint. Double Quill. Maybe it's more about the X. He's dropped X on Twitter too. X-Men. Yeah, I was just saying that. It could be X-Men, not just X in general, but there's a lot of weird stuff going on. David knows exactly what he's doing. He knows. Demo, I'm ready for my secret rare James Bond poster. Bring on the snapshot. Dude, you have all the posters? Nicely done. It's going to be really smart, you guys. Think about this. Look at this. If I wasn't going crazy on AF-15s, I might get into this. Look at how many have only been sold. What, like 600 and something? Like maybe 700 tops? And then how many full sets are there? Okay, so this is how many people have minted. And I know a lot of people have minted tons because they're playing the minting game where, you know, they're just selling whatever they get back in the market for 37, 38, 36, you know, because it costs 40. So they're only losing a couple gems and they're trying to get that low mint, like, you know, like a 2-digit or something. And if you mint enough times, you eventually will probably get a good mint and then you can make profit on that. So people are playing that game with that. So there's not even, so, you know, it's not even that like 600 people bought this to actually get the set. So there's only going to be so many of these sets available, like the secret rare, right? There's only going to be so many. So how many are going to be available in the end? Was it going to be like 150 of them at the tops or 200 of them of the secret rare poster? Crazy, right? So congrats, Demo. I wish you all the best on that, man. Dang, missed the 35. Oh yeah, the 30. No, it's back up to 39, right? That is what he's at, right, Daredevil? Yeah, 39.50. Smart buy. Imagine Tesla Cybertruck NFT on Vivi. Oh, one Elon Musk tweet and this app will blow. Yeah, well, isn't he buying Twitter? So, right? The owner of Twitter, okay, one of the more famous people in the world, if he puts a SpaceX app in here, if he puts some Tesla stuff in Vivi, that would be really interesting. Could you imagine if that's where his NFT launched? So that's pure fun speculation, but we'll see what happens, right? Demo, I honestly don't think the price is the issue. I mean, people are buying comics at 7 USD and selling at 5. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, right? If they did Daredevil at 20, people would be selling them for 15 right now. You know, they would. This is an issue related to incentivization and holding and not selling below retail. It's true, but it's also people like, you know, it's also people like just playing the drop gambling game. But you know what? I also think it is, you guys, and I haven't said this at all, but I still think people are getting rid of dirty gems. You know, you know, there's just too much under retail going on, like immediately under retail, like instantaneously. And not everybody going for these drops has got to be a gambler. I don't know. I don't want to open up a can of worms, but you know. C-Spill, how you doing? Did Mycollectables go for the Daredevil drop? Did he get one? Who are you asking? You can ask me. You can say, did you? Because I'm right here. I didn't go for the drop. No, not yet. But here's the thing, you guys. I didn't go for the Bond drop until hours later, like actually until into the evening. So you don't have to go for the drop the moment it becomes active. You can wait. And I can go for the drop still on Daredevil when they make the announcement, if they're going to burn them, for example. So I didn't go for the drop yet. Let's say that. And you don't have to either. You know, you don't have to go for the drop. Like, that's the thing that we have to start getting out of our heads now. You don't have to go for the drop when it's dropping. You can go for it in the store anytime you want. So I can go for the drop in a week from now if it's still available. If I see like how the market's going and I see how many haven't been minted and how many are going to be minted. And if I definitely see some sort of article announcement coming out, then I can definitely consider minting. So, I don't think going for the drop immediately is something that we all have to do yet, right? Bruin, you completed the set. Nicely done. Bob Sales, if the market catches up with the box price or near, it starts being minted again anyway. I know that's exactly what happens. So we can watch, we can wait, I was thinking about completing the bond set. Very tempting. Yeah, these airdrops are really interesting, That secret rare of that poster is it's going to be really interesting to see what happens with how many of them actually are available, right? Gary, the secret rare Warhol piece is hovering around 30 to 40 gems because they assigned a value of 0. That's right. This is going back to if they lower the price. Secret rares are usually in the hundreds or thousands. So I agree with MC. Drop prices have to be maintained. Yeah. So, it's true. Like if they set something at us, that's what David said himself. So if you go back and you watch, where was he interviewed? He was talking about this exact issue earlier about price. I think it's in the community update video where they talked about the price of stuff and how they're adjusting things. And they were referring to the TIE fighter. And, they're trying, they have to have some historical connection to what they've done before. But at the same time, put stuff out in the market now that in the store that, is applicable for today's market conditions. So they're adjusting the mint numbers, but they can't just floor everything and sell everything for nothing, because then it has no value, because people think that way. If it goes for 20, they think it's worth 25 at the most. If it's 100, people may not buy it, but it's more expensive. It's kind of this weird sort of thing with retail. It's actually like in my store when I owned my toy shop, sometimes the higher price I would put something, the more people would want it. You know what I mean by that? It's psychology with selling. And so if you have a low mint number in the market, and you list it at the floor, it'll sell quick because of that. But if you put it really high too, a lot of people will see that and they'll recognize, well, that's important. It's listed high. As long as there's not 3 people who have listed it way lower rate beside you, if you have a number 125 mint number and you list it for 5,000, but someone's got number 126 and is sitting there at 500, then that's not going to work. But you know what I mean? People do see value on stuff. When the price is higher, they seem to want it more. So I don't think they should lower the price on all this stuff. I think they should keep the prices nice and high and good, and then just burn the rest if people don't want them. And we'll see how this develops over time. Everyone's coming in solo. Great time to meet new friends. Oh yeah, that's right, at the Anaheim. So yeah, guys, if you're a Vivi person and you're going to Anaheim and you might be a bit worried because you don't know anybody in person, I think the community is quite welcoming. I'm noticing, I haven't been there, but I'm noticing people are hanging out, getting together and all that kind of stuff, right? So I think that would be, I think you'll be good, right? Hamoon, how you doing? Thanks for coming to my live stream today. I appreciate all your help in Spatial for sure. We'll be chatting again in another Spatials, Twitter space where we talk about Spatial. But thanks for all your help, buddy. I appreciate you coming in. Pasternak, can you check Immutascan to see if Vader ship 1977 has been minted? I don't actually know. Can you actually check that? The ship, the 77 ship, the 1983 got minted. The 77, I don't believe the 7. I can tell you right now that I can confidently say the 77 wasn't minted because we would have seen it. We would have seen somebody post it. We would have seen it for sale, like a flex sale. I don't think it's been minted, guys. The 77 ship, and I don't think the 1980 ship has been minted yet. I don't think. I think maybe the 76 was, but I don't think we've seen it yet. That's the kind of thing that you'd most likely see, but I don't know if you can check Immutascan. People who are much better on Immutascan, I did a little video about how to check how to go into Immutascan and check some of your own stuff, but I don't know how to look that up specifically. But somebody knows how. Bruin, I would definitely hang with most Veve collectors if there was an event that showed up at, except maybe a couple of guys from Hawaii. That doesn't refer to Hunano. He seems cool. Oh, throw in some shade. The Big Island. The Big Island. Verena, how you doing? Oh, how's your account going? I hope you get unlocked. Verena's been locked, you guys, for doing some payouts. So we're with you. We're with you. Keep messaging them. Keep on them, Verena. Hope you're having a good day today. I know it sucks, but you have time. You have time. You'll get your account unlocked soon. I know it for sure. Pasternak, I'll take Miles Secret Rare over AF15 Ultra Rare. Miles physical cover is better than AF15 Ultra Rare cover. Yeah, it could be. There's actually less AF15 Ultra Rares, though. Crazy, right? There's actually less because there's only 500 of these. Sitting at $13.99. Oh, Clay, it's going well, my friend. How you doing? Delilah's in the house. How's it going? Good to see you too. Derek, I just think that because no drop is profitable, people are leaving. You know, as much as Vivi wants people to collect the majority wants to make money, which you can't do right now. So do you think people are leaving the app, Derek? Like just, I see lots of new people, you know, people joining my channel too. So I don't know. I don't know if I fully agree that people are leaving, but I hear what you're saying. You know, I hear what you're saying. People do want to make money for sure. Well, this is the people who are dominating the drops are people right now who just want to make money. And the collectors, you know, like me, I'm sitting back and I want to make money too, guaranteed. And I want to flip some stuff up for sure. You know, like I do both, right? I think it's, you know, the behavior is, you know, I do it too, right? So we all do it. But I mean, like, I'm patient. I think what you might be missing is that people are patient. People are getting more and more patient, and they know they don't have to go for these drops now. And they certainly don't have to go for them to try to make money. If you want to play that flipping game on this market and you want to try to get into Daredevil and you want to try to gamble and pull the lever or whatever a few times and get a low mint, you can actually do well. You got to get lucky. You got to get a few, but you can pull a bunch of them as long as the retail price is close to the drop price. I mean, the market price. Like that's what's happening with the bond posters, right? If you go to the bond posters, like let's look at Goldfinger, for example. Look, he's above retail. Okay, so you can pull the lever on this and you won't, there's not very much risk there. If you want to try to get a low mint and gamble, you can do that with this particular drop. Not all of them, right? But they're all close to retail, right? If you go to details right here, you can see there's only about 600-700 people that bought this, but you can go to the store right now. Okay. Let's see the store. You can go to where are the drops? Where is it? Okay, here you go. So you could go this. You could buy this one. Okay, can you give it to me? There's 1,200 left. Yeah, okay. Well, there's no buy now button here for me, but you can buy one of these right now. Look for a low mint. If you get one, sell it for 10, 20 gems higher or a special mint. And or if you don't, if you just get a basic mint, you can just floor it. And, you know, eventually maybe someone will buy it and you might lose a couple gems, like 2 or 3. But this is what people are doing with the bond drop in particular. So, you know, this is the kind of the interesting opportunities. And slowly more and more people will continue to buy that one. But collectors are like, okay, let's see how it is in the market. And I'll pick up all 7 for the airdrop under retail if I can. So it's an interesting, fun thing right here we're going on. Tron, how you doing? Happy NFL Thursday. What's going on, MC? What it do, fam? Do you think people are sleeping on the Vader's TIE Fighter? I don't know. I don't know if people are sleeping on the TIE Fighter. I think people are just buying what they want to buy. And the only thing about it, it's just, we've been talking about this a bit. The only thing about it is that this TIE Fighter here, okay, so I minted mine. I'm good to go. Look, only like 3,000 of them maybe have been minted. Okay. So, you know, if nobody mints this, there's only going to be 3,000 of them available. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if they're sleeping on it. We'll see what happens. And if they do an announcement, people will buy some of these up for sure. Both Delilah and I will be going to Anaheim. Nicely done. We'll see you there for sure. That's going to be so fun to meet you guys in person. It's going to be so fun to meet everybody. Todd and AF15 is a competition between which will do better long-term, comics or collectibles. Yeah, it's interesting, right? I think they'll both do great because they'll both have different things about them. I mean, the collectibles, you know, they're interactive and They, you know, they're in the showroom and all that kind of stuff. And they have all that stuff, all the features around it. You know, the comics are more just comics, right? So we'll see what happens. But yeah, totally. Fun under the sun. Vivi will rocket moon once we get KYB and other whales. Know your business. Know your business. Yeah, once businesses come in here and decide that they want, like as a business, want to buy up all the Vaders as like an investment piece, you watch out. So the know your business, we have know your customer, which is us as individuals. But I have a collectible business. You know, I have a literal like a business license and all that for my Mycollectables stuff. So, you know, and so yeah, once they do know your business, you can have like a big business come in and buy up a bunch of these things. It's true. That's a really good point. People were talking about that a few months ago. We haven't talked about that in a lot. Ultimate 4, Fallout 4 Rare is the one to get. Yeah, that one's beautiful. It's probably one of the more beautiful comic books we have on the app for sure, right? Fun under the sun. Getsy says, crypto to gems and purchasing with OMI will totally do it. Yeah, that's going to be also big too. It's all coming, you guys. We know this stuff is coming. It's not like, oh, will it come? Oh, I wonder if they'll do that. Oh, I hope they'll do it. It's all coming. So, you know, this is my thing. This is why I'm buying AF-15s right now. You know, do I have to make a video? Do I have to make a video? Buy AF-15. Buy Marvel Comics 1. Buy Todd. Do I have to make a video? Buy Todd. Do I have to do that? I don't have to do that, right? I don't want to. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to make a video. I'm not going to make a buy AF-15 video. I'm just going to keep tweeting about the ones that I buy. I'm just going to be like, oh, I bought another one. Oh, bought another one if I can. We'll see how far I get. But, you know, there are people who had stacks of Marvel Comics 1, like 50 of them. I want to be one of those people. I want to have 25, 30 AF-15s. And then later on, who knows when, somewhere down the road, could be 2 years, could be 5 years. I don't know. You know, I'll sell one here and there. I'll go on a nice vacation. You know what I'm saying? And I'll keep ones that I want. I'll look for good mints. We'll see. Or maybe I'll just keep them for like 20 years. I don't know. There we go. Which one comic would you stack with 100 gems? That's a good question, Mohammed, because like there's lots of really good comics in the app. For 100 gems, you know, if you want to stack a whole bunch, you know, you could pick a Silver Age book for sure. You could pick a Silver Age. Here's a little thing that I'll show you right here. Here's a little thing right here. We'll go here. We'll go to my comics right here. Okay, so there's that. Okay, there's that. There's that. Okay, so check out the Bronze Age stuff, okay? Check out the Bronze Age stuff. If you want to stack something for 100 gems, look at the Bronze Age. There are great things in here. Look at Thanos at 4 gems. Look at Morbius at 4. Look at She-Hulk at 4. Okay, these are the commons, okay? You know, look at Werewolf by Night at 7. Season 2 coming for Werewolf by Night. Look at Ghost Rider at 13 or so ish. You know what I mean? And then once you buy a bunch, the price does go up a little bit. But look at all the Bronze Age. Great books in the Bronze Age right here. Look at the Black Cat. That's a good one right here. This X-Men right here, by the way, the Kitty Pryde one. You guys don't, a lot of people don't know this worth a lot of money in the real world. Just research some of these comics. They're all at great prices in the Bronze Age. If you want to make a dent and have like 10 or 15 or something like that, these are all good ones to go after. You can go Star Wars. You get 5 of them. I mean, like whatever, right? It's up to you guys. You know, you can say this is another little collection. And if you go to the Silver Age stuff, you know, here's the rares. Here's the uncommons, right? Here's the Silver Age stuff. Down here at the bottom, you got Groot at 8. You got Nick Fury at 7. You know, I mean, you got Hawkeye at 7. I mean, like you got Avengers 4 at 8. I mean, there's so many good opportunities here. It's nuts. And by the way, there's not that many of these listed in the market. So that, you know, pick any of those if you want, in my opinion, right? I mean, you could go right to the new stuff. You know, that's the other thing. I like historical stuff a bit more. The stuff that has like real world value that you can actually like, you know, really, really lean on. You know, the speculation books like the Ghost Rider. I have 30 of these Ghost Riders. You could do that because, you know, you could, for 100, you could buy almost 50 of these, right? You could buy like 40 of these, right? And then you can trade them in later when they do that program where you get to like, trade in a bunch and you get some sort of like premium version, platinum rare. I don't know. You could get like 40 of these right now, this Ghost Rider. And, when they drop this first appearance Ghost Rider, this younger version of him, Robbie Reyes, maybe he's going to show up in the movies. Maybe the actor that plays him is going to be really great. Maybe everyone's going to love him. Maybe he's going to blow up. Maybe he's going to have 6 movies of his own. I don't know what's going to happen. But remember, the Guardians of the Galaxy were absolutely nowhere until they casted that group of characters, the actors who played them. They all did amazing jobs. The movies came out, were well written. Boom. Suddenly the Guardians of the Galaxy comic books all went up in value, Groot and all that kind of stuff. I mean, like, this is the kind of stuff that's going to happen in the MCU over the next bunch of years. There's going to be some duds. There's going to be, this is pure speculation, but if you want to just throw $100 at a comic like this, or any of the other speculation new comics in the app with a first appearance, make sure, in my opinion, it has a first appearance, and you could stack up like 30 or 40 of them. And what would you lose, right? Like, this is already sitting at 2 or 2.5 for this. I'm not saying buy this one. I bought 30. I might buy more, but like this, like, what would you lose? Okay. So let's say you stack up 30 or 40 of these, like just this one, but we can go to a different one if you want. If you don't want me to talk about this one because I own it, we can talk about a different one. It's fine. I'm not pumping my bags. But anyway, this comic right here, right? Like, let's say you buy 30 of them and it goes down to $198. What did you lose? 20, 30 gems? I mean, like, if it goes up to $5 though, then you're doing quite well, right? So that's what I would do. That would be my recommendations, you guys. Let me know what you think too. I'd love to hear what you think. I mean, look, you could go pick up a bunch of his uncommons right here. The Scotty Youngs. Buy a bunch of those with 100 gems. I don't know, right? Or buy 2 of the secret rares. You can buy 2 secret rares right here. It's a safe bet. They're under 50. Right? Good times. Good times in the Vivi marketplace, you guys. You don't want to buy at all-time high. You don't want to buy at all-time highs. I mean, right? Am I crazy? Am I crazy to say that? Is it crazy to want to buy now on any of this stuff? I don't know. Sounds pretty like common sense to me when it comes to buying and selling collectibles. There we go. You got 6 Ultimate Fallout 4 commons. Nice. 2 uncommons and got an ultra rare. Nicely done, Ultimate Fallout 4. That's my next little mini stack target. I want to at least get about 10 of those commons. We'll see what happens. I'll see where I get to. VVAR guy, how you doing? Good to see you today. Hey, MC, what's up? Did you buy the Daredevil? No, I haven't bought the Daredevil yet. Like I was saying earlier, you don't have to mint when it comes available in the store. Like 3, 2, 1, buy now. You don't have to do that on most of these now. We can just wait. I might mint when the announcement comes to burn it at some point in the future, if it's still available in the store. Then I might mint it. We'll have a conversation at that point. But right now, I don't have to. I don't have to mint it. I can just wait. That's the beautiful thing about this. This is the best thing that could have ever happened if you think about it. Getsy, stack the commons when they're around 10 to 14. Oh, nice. Are you talking about Ultimate Fallout? Because that's beauty. That is beauty. Tron, I just spammed the Marvel Live, Vivi. Yeah, as soon as I'm done here shortly, guys, let's all go over. Let's do that, right? We'll all flood the space. We'll go piling over to Marvel Entertainment on their YouTube page. We'll get into this chat and we'll just Vivi it up like crazy. There's 100 of us in here. We can do some damage, right? We can do some damage in there. So we'll do that when this is done. If you guys want, I'm going to do it. I'll go in there. You guys can follow along if you want. Let's do some damage. VVAR guy, I, by the way, put another video out, this time of Marvel Mighty Season 1, since there's Marvel giveaway of the Red Skull. Nice. Is that on your Twitter feed? Where's the video, VVAR guy? We'll definitely go watch that. Where did you put it out again? Just let us know. Demo, Elon Musk to buy shares in Vivi. I don't think Vivi's publicly traded though, right? So I don't think you can buy shares in Vivi. I mean, I think OMIs are shares and these books. These books are literally like, you know what these collectibles are, right? You're buying a partial ownership of the IP. That's what you're buying. You know, AF15, you're buying of 6,000 commons. Well, let's take Marvel Comics here. Marvel Comics 1, okay? Look at this. This is one I'm tempted to stack on too, at least 10 or so. Marvel Comics 1. What are you buying when you buy Marvel Comics 1? Like, what is it that you're actually buying? Are you buying a comic? Yes. Are you buying a digital collectible? Yes. Are you buying an NFT? Thanks to the metadata? Yes. But you're also buying partial ownership of this comic book IP, like the digital rights. Now, that doesn't mean you can print off thousands and like, you know, you have certain limitations compared to like other NFT projects, but you are a part owner of this IP. That's what that is. Just so everyone's clear about, you're not just buying some collectible. You actually own a part of Marvel Comics 1, like, you know, the NFT of it, like the actual, you know, the rights to it. You're a rights holder. It's almost like you're buying a share of it, a stock, in my opinion. That's just the way I see it, but that's just me, right? I don't know. Bob Sales, when OMI flies up and takes our favorite positive person, we'll cry when he works out how much he gave away. Oh yeah, in my giveaways. 100 and something thousand OMI's gone out to my drop heads. I will be so happy when that happens. It'll be the opposite. It'll be opposite. How much would half a mil of OMI cost in dollars, if you don't mind me asking? I don't know the exact, I think it's, I don't know. I don't know what it is right now. I mean, we can look it up. We can look it up. OMI US dollars. Check it out. OMI price. Okay, so let's go here. Let's go 500 US. Is that 500 OMI? Oh, okay, so you're asking 500? Half a mil of OMI. Okay, so 500,000. There you go. It's about 625 US bucks to buy half a million. So there you go. It's the cost of the Deadpool secret rare. No, I don't want to receive updates. Get out of here. What is this? I don't want to receive updates from you. There you go. Gary, thanks. See you at Decon. Yeah, you bet. David blocked. Oh my God. No, yeah. Oh, I must be behind in the chat because that freaked me out, you guys. I'm so sorry. The Vivi sign, it's a Vivi sign. Oh, so that's what was behind him. The logo, the Vivi sign with the ring around it. Okay, for sure. I'll catch up to the chat here, guys. Let me pop through. Vivi Fam Bam. Putting out the vids now. Loved your first vid and all that kind of stuff. You're doing well. Are you going to be, you're going to be in Anaheim, right? Vivi Fan Bam, be good to meet you there for sure, right? There we go. Yeah, he was on the Marvel Live, I know for sure. Granddaddy Crypto MC sent me 2,000 OMI last week in a giveaway. 20,000 in 10 years. That's right. 2,000 OMI will be in 10 years from now. I would have just sent you 20,000 bucks. Pure speculation, everybody. Pure speculation. It's just part of the drop head giveaway. You know, I don't know how much it's ever going to be worth. Not financial advice, all that stuff. Reese is being interviewed. Yeah, well, he was interviewing him on the, is it on the Marvel stream? I'm sorry. Oh, did I miss it? Steven, that must have been earlier. Oh, was he there? We'll have to go back and watch it later. We'll have to go back and watch it later. We can just keep that up on screen for the moment. Hopefully, yeah. Elon is turning Twitter into Project X, the everything app. Oh, he's going to change the brand of everything, man. It's crazy. Oh, my God. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I'll have to go back and watch that interview, guys, on the Marvel live feed. This is on the live stream. So he was here earlier. Hey, was he? Can we go back? Hold on. Let me just see here. Hold on. Let me see. I think I can go through here and look at this. So 10 minutes ago, let's go back a bit further. Marvel Insider Day 1. Okay, nope. Is this the one you're talking about? Let me know, because I don't want to waste anyone's time looking it up. Let's scroll back. Oh, there he is right there. Look, guys. It's true. Okay. Check it out. This is what happened earlier, guys. Thanks for bringing this up, Steven. Check it out, guys. He's here.
TV area. Oh of the Marvel booth.
Can you guys hear it?
Learn, who is the communications manager for Vivi. How you doing, Reese?
Really well, thank you.
I remember the launch, Vivi, and everything, and I love the community, the Vivi fan, the Discord, everybody out there, very excited. They are always hanging on what you guys are doing with Marvel. It's very cool, but just in case we have Marvel comics fans, Marvel fans far and wide who don't know what Vivi is, please give us a little primer.
Yeah, sure thing. So Vivi is a premium digital collectibles experience, and it's really ushering in a new era of...
Hold on. You guys can hear this, right? Can you guys hear this? Somebody say you can hear it. I don't want to watch this thing in silence. Somebody just quickly comment, yes, we could hear it. Please. Okay, Double Quill. Thanks, buddy. I just want to make sure I'm not sitting here staring at the screen in silence. That would be dumb. Okay.
And putting that experience into your pocket so you can carry that around, show it off to your friends, collect fully readable AR digital comics, premium 3D models, interact with these things in augmented reality, and really maintain the mint condition of your collectibles.
Yeah, I have a lot of photos of my 3-year-old with various of my Vivi collectibles. I have like a Spider-Man hanging down from the ceiling. I have a Sam Wilson Captain America. So I've used it. I love it. It's great. It's very cool. But specifically, why are you guys here today and throughout New York Comic Con?
So we're here obviously celebrating New York and celebrating Comic-Con as Marvel's official NFT partner. We have a whole bunch of amazing drops. If anyone's taking part or already has the Veve app, you can already collect.
Oh, there he is.
Earlier today. Tomorrow we have Amazing Spider-Man issue number 42.
Oh.
First appearance of Mary Jane Watson. First full appearance. Saturday from the Avengers we have Loki's Scepter, and Sunday the Master of Illusions, Mysterio.
Ooh,
nice.
Good job. Now tell us, fans who are going to come here, we'll show it in the video. There's some statues, different things. What are the Marvel Mighties?
The Marvel Mighties are this beautiful line of collectibles that are only available on the Veve app. Come and check them out if you're coming down here. I'm sure we'll show some footage of them as well. Just a really exciting new line from Marvel that we're doing together.
Now, you mentioned the drops. Just you as a collector, one drop that if you had to have out of all the drops at New York Comic Con, what's the one for you?
Look, I think Loki's Scepter, actually. Yeah, the third Infinity Stone to be available on Veve. I think it's worth checking out.
Tell us a little bit about the variant comics, like the variants, all the different comics, because you guys do drops fairly regularly. A little bit about those for the Marvel fan.
Yeah, we absolutely do. Two or three comic drops per week, and each one comes with 5 variant covers of differing rarities.
We used to do 2 or 3 a week. We're not doing that many right now.
So from common right through to secret rare, exclusive cover art from a range of Marvel artists as well. So, there's a lot of items that are only available on Veve that I think comic collectors will really love.
All right, Reese, thank you so much. So much cool stuff. You guys, check it all out. You can download the Veve app on the Android App Store, on the iOS App Store. It's awesome. Get in there, get collecting, and have fun.
Have fun. Yeah, exactly right. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it.
Enjoy New York Comic Con, everybody.
Nicely done, Reese. There you go, buddy. That was pretty good, guys. That was really good. That was a good interview there. I like that. Nice. What do you guys think about that? What did you think about that? That was pretty good. We'll see what happens as a result of that, but that was pretty damn good. Good job. Let's scroll up here a little bit. Let's scroll up here. Scroll down a little bit. Where was I here? Oh, look, it's Veve Arcade. How you doing? Good to see you in the house today. You have 50 of a comic. Want to stack and get 100 so I can burn them one day. That's the thing, the plan to do. That's for sure. Who went to Mycollectables Spatial yesterday? The new collection is fire. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, I'll be announcing all that information about my drop heads 2 coming up soon. But I appreciate you. What did you guys think about that Reese interview? That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Here he is, right? Right? There he is there getting interviewed right there. That was pretty good. They covered it all. And you notice how it was edited? It was like it was pre-recorded, right? Because they actually added stuff in. So it's not like it was like just a live, like right off the bat, right off the cuff sort of interview. It was like, put together because, it lined up with all of the, when he was talking about what's dropping this weekend, they had it all so it's like they must have recorded this early and they got people working on it and they must have just dropped it right in. Or at least I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they do it, right? But very cool. Very cool. You've been stacking up night nurses. There you go, man. There you go. Thomas, is there any analytics dashboard that has real-time data from the Vivi API? I really don't know. I really don't know how to answer that. Good question. Comic fan again, or you can buy a Powerball ticket. Yeah, there you go. You can buy a Powerball. Just get a Powerball ticket. You're guaranteed, right? Kryptoni, how you doing? Imagine buying a comic from a comic book store and expecting it to 100 times the same day. We need to understand that collecting takes time. The whole company is only 2 years live. Buy what you like and hodl. Very good advice, Kryptoni. Very good advice. Yeah, you want me to talk more about that? Hinanu, talking more about the Ghost Rider, the new Ghost Rider. Pamp it. I'm gonna come out with a big video on it. You know. Yeah, thanks for popping into my spatial the other day. I got that, that whole thing. I tweeted it out, the link. If anyone wants to go and check it out, you can go walk around in there. But it's a work in progress. But later this week I'll have more announcements, right? Pasternak, older comics are expensive because of the scarcity. However, on Vivi, new and old comics have the same number of copies. So on Vivi, I go for popularity and feel that's why prices are different from the physical. Yeah, it's true, right? It's true. Go for the popular ones. You can't go wrong. Vivi Arcade, all the digital is more scarce than physical. Maybe one day Vivi Comics will outprice the in real life comics. It could. It takes mass adoption of NFTs and digital stuff, but that's where everybody's going. When was the last time you saw a kid sitting down reading a physical comic book? If you go to a comic book store, there's definitely kids in there, but their parents bring them. And I wish they bring them more because I love reading physical comics. I mean, my kids read them. I give them Archies and stuff and they read them because they're fun and they like them. But a lot of kids, they don't touch the physical stuff anymore. It's all here. It's all on the, and you can read your Vivi ones. So, and you own them. So interesting, right? Spam them up, guys. Spam them up on the live stream. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to pop over there in just a minute and spam the Marvel live stream. I'm going to have to refresh this. Hold on. I'm going to refresh the stream right here because there we go. That's what's going on right now over there. Richard, how you doing? Oh, sorry. Hi, MC. Hi, Fwalk. How you doing? I heard metadata's out. So does mints for Vivi? So does mints for Vivi minted in order, or is it minted by order? Because when we purchase, we are assigned a random mint. So they're minted ahead of time, and then we just acquire them or not, right? That's how it works. Richard, 1,200 for every million OMI roughly right now. Yeah, that's right, Richard. Thanks for popping that in, about 1,200. So if you got 1,200 bucks, you could get I don't know what's going on here, by the way. I'll go over there in just a few minutes. We'll go back there. 1,200 bucks. Yeah, for sure. Fatty, how you doing from Germany? Vivi Fanbag, you'll be in Anaheim. Nicely done. We'll definitely have to meet up. Everybody will, like I said, people, if you're going to any of these conventions, look for Vivi people. Most people are going to be really receptive and you can walk around together. I mean, like, why not? Right. Bow, how you doing? Under 30. Yeah. Amazing Spider-Man 1. I know, right? I know. Double cool. There's oh yeah, so you guys can hear me. That's good. Let's scroll past this. We're getting close here. There we go. He probably has no shoes on. Reese with no shoes walking around. I wouldn't want to walk around in there with no shoes on, just for the simple fact there's so many people you get your foot stepped on. Has anyone ever stepped on your foot before? It hurts, right? We all know if we had one collectible, it would be Todd. Yeah, if you only could have one collectible in the entire app, well, it'd probably be Spider-Man. Like, it'd probably be Amazing Spider-Man, right? Let's be honest. I mean, let's be honest, right? It'll be Spider-Man Secret Rare. Maybe it should be the D logo. Nobody likes the poor D logo right now. So funny. Where is he? Maybe it's Vader. Maybe Vader's the only one you own, right? At 860. Maybe that's the only one. Yeah, but Todd's a safe bet. Meta Money, I love my Todd. Yeah, for sure. For sure. No handshake. Oh, yeah, on the interview. Yeah, COVID times, guys. Keep your hands to yourself. Elbow bumps, fist bumps, and elbow bumps. Sean, great interview. We need more push from Marvel. Imagine Kevin Feige tweeting about Vivi. Yeah, like his role is like the movies and all that stuff. So yeah, I think these are all really nice things that are happening. That booth looks incredible, you guys. The Marvel booth, okay? So if I scroll back here to where the booth is, Here's just a little sample of it. So look at the size of the Marvel booth. It's just dominating the convention. And Vivi is right there again. So they're going to get lots of eyes on this stuff too. I will be in Anaheim. Steven, good to see you, man. Looking forward to meeting everybody. Yeah, it's going to be super fun. There'll be a big Vivi family there. We'll watch the vids here and see like how many people are like, hanging out together. I know it's not cliquey. I know everyone's super friendly, so Sleeping Comics, how you doing? Good to see you, buddy. Did I get a Daredevil? I didn't get a Daredevil yet. And like I was saying earlier, I can wait to mint. I don't have to mint today. I can mint later. I can mint when they make a burning announcement. That's the beautiful thing about this new system. It's absolutely beautiful. I don't have to worry about mint. If I want to mint day one because I want to try to get a really good mint number, in case something like, because the people are slowly minting them and playing the little flipping game and stuff, which is all good. But like, some of these important mint numbers are up for grabs and people are going to try and get them. And then they're going to sell whatever, just a random one at the floor, whatever the floor is right now. The Bond poster is a good example. So I haven't got the Daredevil yet, but I'll mint him. I might mint him eventually. We'll see. But the cool thing is I can wait. The days, maybe the days, except for on really great stuff. Like the comic book's going to be, I think the comic book will be fine tomorrow. I don't think you'll have to be like, hammering the buy now. I think you'll be able to like, just wait, buy now. Okay. I think you'll be able to get it, but the comic book will sell out, I think, in my opinion. And the Scepter probably will too, you guys. Let's be honest. The Scepter will probably sell out because of the whole Infinity Stone thing. And then you might be able to buy it in the market for half price anyway, even with the whole Infinity Stone thing. But I think the comic's probably going to go. The comic's going to probably sell out tomorrow. The Scepter right here, how many? 6,500 at 30 gems. That's pretty good. I think people are going to mint this one, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe it doesn't sell out. So I might mint that one because that's a good one. The comic I definitely go for sure. Could be a really good stacking opportunity to it. Another super limited. There's only 6,000 of the common again, right? So. And I got to break my secret rare streak, you guys. But Daredevil in particular, I can wait. And I want to know, like, did you go for it, like, at this moment? And there's only 4,150. I think, like I was saying, we don't have to almost ask that anymore because we don't have to do it now right off the bat. It's like, did we go for Daredevil? Well, not yet. Maybe later. Maybe tonight. The Bond posters I minted at nighttime. I didn't mint like when it became available, but I saw the market price. I saw that, if I get one that the mint number is not great, I could sell it back for close to retail and hardly lose anything. So I actually got a number 500 when I minted my poster, but I'm not going for the whole set because my gems are really allocated to someplace else. Amazing Fantasy, right? So, so like I didn't go for that one, like to complete the Bond set, but I decided I was going to go for a poster. Like and then I actually really liked the poster I got, but I put it in the market to try to make a little bit of extra gems. I basically didn't really make anything. I sold like the 500 mint number of my Bond poster, for pretty much right on retail. And, I didn't really make anything on it or anything. So it's no big deal. I just wanted to try it out, see, but the Daredevil thing, I'll get him like, I had my Silver Surfer before and I sold him, and I'll get my Silver Surfer again, and I'll get a Daredevil again. I'll put them side by side. I actually like the Daredevil. I don't mind the way he looks, but let us know if you got one sleeping. Granddaddy Crypto, one collectible only. Give me the partners. There you go. Partners all the way. Would you take that over Secret Rare Spider-Man though? I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know. This is probably the one for me, you guys. If I scroll down, and we don't have to assign limitations on the rarity here. We don't have to assign limitations on the rarity. It could just be him. It could just be this guy. Look at the price. Look at the price on that. But I love the partners, by the way. I don't own a partner, so I would like to get there. There you go. Womp Manus. Good question, Vivi Arcade. By the way, you guys are all subbed to Vivi Arcade's channel, right? And Sleepin' and everybody else. And Vivi Fan Bam just started her channel. And Bob Sales. Guys, we got some good community members here making vids, sharing their opinions. Get on their channels right now. Fun in the sun. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. I love it. Sean, metadata is available on Rareable also. Okay. If you filter rarity, you can also view collectible comics. Nice, Sean. That's awesome. You know, like Vivi, what's the name of her channel? I'm having a brain cramp half the time today because I'm so focused on the Marvel feed. We got to go storm their feed very shortly, guys. Very shortly, I'm going to end the stream and we'll go all flood the Marvel feed and go Vivi and annoy a lot of people. But what's she's awesome. She does all the technical stuff. Somebody mentioned her channel here because Vivi Fox. Yeah, there you go. Thanks, Richard. Yeah, Vivi Fox. She's diving into all sorts of technical stuff. So that's a channel I subscribe to. I've been subscribed to her for quite a while. And she does a really good job, and there's other people who do it too, but she does a really good job of getting in there with the numbers and stuff before any of the metadata was released. So I'm really curious to see how things are going to go. So, there's people who focus on that. And, me, I'm all crazy hype and AF-15s and goofing off and fun and positive stuff. And there's other people who do more technical analysis. So follow them too, and you'll get better answers there, Sean. J-Ho-C, what up, MC and Vivi fam? Marvel is live at the New York City, and Vivi's all there in the chat. Yeah, we're going to get into that chat. We're going to flood the chat in a few minutes, you guys, big time. Steven, the booth looks great. I know, it's crazy, right? Sleeping Comics, huge Daredevil fan. So you got number 45. Dude, nicely done. Taking the low mint. I love it. Number 45. That's awesome. Mario trailers in a few minutes. Where's that going to be? Are they going to do that on the Marvel feed? Let's refresh the feed here. Hold on one second here. Okay, it's not there yet. We won't watch it here. But that's cool. We'll watch it. It's the Marvel's coming. We'll see if the Mario movie has, if we get anything in Vivi eventually, that would be great. But yeah, congrats, Sleeping. That's awesome. Number 45. That's locked in the vault for sure. Meta Money. We should all go to the live stream. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're totally going to do that, guys. I was saying that earlier. We're going to pound over there. We're going to crush them. We're going to kill them. We're going to destroy the feed. We're going to make a lot of people angry and happy. JOC, we've been waiting for the Mario trailer for a few hours. Yeah, they tricked me when the stream started and said another hour. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming, though. We've been shouting Vivi and Marvels and Marvels and Marios. Yeah, we'll wait too, for sure. MC, Metamite, did you pick up the Superman yet? I haven't reacquired Superman because my AF-15s are going absolutely ballistic. I'm going hard into AF-15. I'm not saying anybody else should. And I was saying earlier, like, do I have to make a video to tell everyone? I'm not making any videos telling people to go to AF-15. It's like, and I will get Superman again, Meta Money. I will. This price that he's at is great. But, I got to handle my business first before I do that. But making a video, like telling people to go after AF-15, Superman, well, maybe not Superman at this moment, but AF-15 and, Todd and stuff. It's like making a video about breathing. Hey, everybody, this is Mycollectables coming back with another video. Today, I want to talk about how important it is for you to breathe. And I'm going to give you all the examples of why breathing is a good thing and why you should breathe all the time and why you should also drink water and eat food and sleep. Oh, and by the way, also Amazing Fantasy 15. They're all the same. I'm just kidding around, you guys. Getsy, I sold my Pride one during the pump. Needed some liquidity for flips. I'll buy back in around 500 to 600. Yeah, so when is the airdrop on that coming? That's coming actually pretty quick, right? That's coming pretty quick for people who own one or the other. I wonder what it's going to be. There we go. Yeah, Vivi Fox. Thanks. Like I said, Richard. Demo, didn't David say there were every Vader needs his TIE fighter? Yeah, well, I think he was just saying there, he wants you to have both. If we check the number of mints in the TIE and the common Vader, they are nearly the same. Yes, I know. I don't think anything is going to happen with that, though, like airdrops or something. But He's a massive Star Wars fan. I think he's probably just saying that he thinks everybody who owns a Vader should have his TIE Fighter too and match him up. So Granddaddy Crypto, there are already 3 Spider-Man NFTs plus zombies and many more to come. I don't see partner statue ever dropping again. You are so right. They will never most likely. I mean, who knows? We can never say never, but Walt Disney does not get merchandised very often. Like Walt, his likeness. I mean, there's a million Mickey Mouses out there and in the app, but Walt Disney, you know, I don't know. There'll never be another Disney logo NFT. I'll tell you that much. You think they're going to put out another, maybe the full logo, maybe Walt Disney, the whole word. I don't know, but probably not, you know. Daredevil got that green. Mario's going to be on the Nintendo Direct feed. Oh, okay. So Nintendo Direct has a feed too. I'll definitely check that out for sure. Pump those oxygen bags. I'm going to make a video pumping oxygen, water, food, and sleep, and AF-15 and Todd's and partners. They all go together. Big A. Oh, nice. Just joined in time to learn to breathe. I knew I was forgetting something. Yeah. It's so important, you guys. So 10:15 is the snapshot for Pride. I'm trying to get Pride 2 for under 200. Yeah, nice. Because it pumped up a bit. It's come back down and closer to that. What is that? Like that's in 9 days. So you got some time. See what happens. All right, everybody. We're going to do it. This is what we're going to do, guys. Okay, we're going to go here. Now, I want all of you, okay? I'm not going to end the stream quite yet. I want all of you now to start flooding in there, and I want to watch it happen. And then I'll be the last one. I'll be the captain. I'll be the last one on the ship. AF-15 sucks. It's too expensive. Go for the poster instead. Yeah. So I want you guys to start going in there. Let's see. I want to see you guys live on screen here in the thing, flooding over. You can leave the stream too if you want. I'm going to close it in just a couple minutes. If you guys want to pop over there, let's start flooding it out. Let's go. Let's see you guys in the chat over on there. You guys know where to go, right? Marvel Entertainment. Let's pound the chat. Let's go. Vivi. I'm typing it in. Vivi on fire. Let's go. Let's crush it, you guys. Let's crush the chat. Who's in there? Hinanu. Fun under the sun. There we go. Vivi Arcade's in there. VVAR guy. Let's go, guys. Getsy's in there. Vivi. Pounded. How many? They got 974 people watching. Let's make it. We got 100 people in here, right? Let's go. Let's get the 1,000 level up over there. Let's all flood in there. If you're not going, there's Shara. How you doing? Get in there. Frodo's. Yada dog. You guys are doing it. Let's do this. This is all day long. Big A's in there. Let's go, guys. Pop in there. All day. We're going to head over there. I'm going to head over there now, guys. I'm going to end the stream. I'm going to head over there now, guys. You guys take care. Thanks for coming by my stream. I'm going to pop over that stream, and I'm just going to be in the chat. Let's get in there. Let's freak out. Richard, Viva la Vivi, Pure Chaos, Vivi Fam Bam, Alex, you're all in there. Alexander says, some of the first one, Alexander says, what is this about? That is so awesome. All right, guys, I will see you in the next video for sure. For my, actually, you know what? While you guys are doing that, I got to do my rewards really quickly here. Okay. I got to do my drop head rewards. I have to do them live to record them. So you guys can go there and do that. It's all good. I'm just going to do my rewards right here. I'll join you over there in just a sec. Okay, everybody, this is the comic book rewards are going to be on Saturday. Oh, by the way, I'll show you really quick. For anyone who's a drop head holder, you can stick around for a few minutes. We got 5 going out on Saturday. We got Marvel double feature with Captain America and Iron Man from 1974. Very good storyline. We got Marvel team up with Spider-Man and the Daredevil, and this could be a future storyline. So this is from 1978. That's going out on Saturday. Then we got the Deadly Foes of Spider-Man. We got the Shocker. I wanted to hook it up because we got the Shocker on the cover of tomorrow's comic. So there you go. You got that comic coming in. That's going to go up. That's number 3. Comic number 4 is going to be Fantastic Four number 210 with Galactus on the cover. So I'm going to throw that one out to my holders of my drop heads. And then we got a fun Daredevil getting kicked off the roof by Domino. That's going to be super fun. So that's going out. Those are going out on Saturday, okay, you guys? So you have to have a drop head with a blind box. Now, the pending gems rewards, this is a good one. This is Veve gems. So let me reward these right now live on stream. You guys can hit the Marvel one. You don't have to hang around, but if you want to hang around for a few minutes, that would be great too. We got pending gems. We got 358 entries. So let's do this, you guys. I got to go back to the internet here. I got to go to my random generator. Let's reset. I'm going to get, and if you're going to win these, remember on Discord is where you'll be able to, I'll tell you what comic I want you to post and I'll buy it off you for more than it's worth. That's how the Veve, you'll make some gems today. 358. Let's do 3 of them right here. 3, 5, 8. There we go. Number 101. All right. Number 101. I'll make a note of who that is right here. Okay. Hold on 1 second here. Nice. Okay. Winner 1. Okay, let's do the second one. Number 54. Who's number 54? I'll tell you guys in a sec. Oh, Hinanu, are you still here? You just won, Hinanu. I know you were here. You just won. Okay, and who's the next one here? Let's go. Number 136. Okay, who's that? 136. And Bones. Bones, are you in the house? You just won. Bones B, are you still here? You won too. Okay, there you go. That's great. Let's stop that. Let me share this right here. This is what we do every single week. Mr. Tong, man. Hinanu and Bones. Now, I'll tell you in the Discord server which comic to post and how much to post it for. It'll be low. And you'll make yourself an extra 10 to 12 gems today on each one of those. And that's how it's going to be done, you guys. And so I'll update the rewarded gems. 293 gems rewarded. We're starting to get up there. That's real money, you guys. So that's that. So I'll post that in the Discord server. Okay. Now let's get on to the OMI rewards. Another 9,000 OMI going out today for drop head holders. Same exact thing happens here, you guys. Hinano, you're in the chat. There you go. We'll get that off to you today for sure, right? So we'll get that off to you today. There we go. Okay, guys, here is the OMI rewards. 9,000 OMI going out to my members today. We'll update this from 156. This is going to go to 165,000. We're climbing up and we're going all the way till the end of the year. And then we're going to readjust the programs as I've been saying, right? So anyway, let's do this one here. So how many we got? We got 467 entries. Okay, anybody can win. And we just gave away 2,000 actually, 2,000 OMI, 2 different rewards on my Discord server. And we have the SAD Club, which is if you've never won, you will win. So every single holder of a drop head will win something one day, a comic or OMI or Veve gems. Every single person for owning a drop head will win. That's my goal, 467. Okay, that's how many we got. Okay, let's reset the thing right here. Boom. We got 467. Okay, let's go. First one, number 357. These are for OMI. This is for OMI, 357. Who's that winner? Okay, for sure. We got one right there. Okay, okay. I'll tell you who wins in a sec. Let's go to the next one. 261. This is for 1,000 OMI. 261. Let's see who that is. Oh, there we go. Okay, okay. Good, good, good. Okay, this is for 2,000 OMI. Number 20. Wow, that's good. Okay, we haven't had a low number one in a while. Let's see who that is. Number 20. Oh, Hinanu, you won again. Hinanu wins again. He's got a double win day. He wins 2,000 OMI. Holy smokes. It's all random, you guys. Hinanu, are you still in the chat? because you just won 2,000 OMI. Okay, let's do the third one. Let's do the third one. A double winner day for Hinanu. This is for 5,000 OMI. Number 325. Let's see who number 325 is. Okay, here we go. I don't think they're here, but let me show you this. This is great. This is what it's all about, you guys. All right, the winners for the Eco Club this week. Now, to enter these, you own a drop head with the Eco logo. That's it. Poppy gets 1,000. Ghost 888 gets 1,000. Hinano gets 2,000. And Goody Vision gets 5,000. There you go. Hinano, you got a double winner today. Sometimes you go a while without winning, and then all of a sudden you win a couple in a row. It's all random, so anybody could win, and it's super fun. And we got our second drop head collection coming up. It's going to be released later this week. And I'm telling you right now, it's airdropped, okay, to holders of the member logo. But you also, you'll be able to buy them on the OpenSea, and they're going to be like the low-level price. We're not going to go crazy on this or anything. We're going to do the low-level price again. Every single one of those will have utility. Every single drop head collection 2 will have utility. So I haven't told anybody what it is yet, but they're all going to, so if you want to get one of those, they're all, and all my drop heads do. There's only 2 drop heads. No, there's only one drop head that doesn't have utility. And that is strictly because of Vivi transfers aren't here. Once the transfers come back, that one will activate. That's the truck logo. We haven't done anything with it yet, but that's all my drop heads have utility because it's a lot of fun. Let's do this. Anyway, that's it, guys. I'm cutting the stream off. Enough of that. I'm heading over to the Marvel thing. I'm going to be watching it all day. I will see you guys in the next video. Happy collecting. Thanks for coming. Vivi Arcade, you took over the Marvel chat. I'm going back in. Let's go. All right, guys. I'll see you later.